hot damn mess tonight. The Kirby's really catching my attention. It's throwing me off, so I keep having to double check chat. The martini when she subbed threw the Kirby's up. Hello. The username looks familiar. Hold on. No, Grim. Absolutely not. I'd trade him in for a penny. I jest. I jest. We need to make a better deck. We could do a community suggestion deck. That could be fun.
Can the stream hear me all right? Testing.
No. RJ's been talking the whole time and you can only hear him through me. Got it. Cool. Hey. I didn't, knowingly. If it got closed out, my bad. Yeah, no. So apparently if you close out RJ's voice mod, his entire microphone is worth nothing. So, that's nice.
Okay, can you hear me now? Good. So Martini, I asked you how your trip to the gym went. I also said me being a hater for rooting for my team over yours is bullshit. Grim, definitely not our kid. Sorry. Zekmaster, how'd you find us tonight? Vile Delusions, how you doing? Welcome in. Hey, now that we got a few people in here, I want to stress, Grim, you're older than both of us.
Right? What are you stressing? You said no.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
I wanted to stress that people, especially when you're non-affiliate, is that a Bo might know emote? It is. Gotcha. Gotcha. I like how I immediately knew it was Bo. But especially for non-affiliates, do not be on follower or sub only chat. It is going to drive too many people away from your channel to the point you're not going to grow the way you need to. Only did HIIT on the elliptical because an old guy went down by the weight, so I was like, that's a sign. Alright, fair enough. I hope everybody's week is going good so far. For those of you who don't know,
That's genius.
a smart
Martini.
pizza place.
Right.
Welcome in, Harley. How you doing?
Hello. Harley. I've had a headache all day.
Also, Martini, I was saying we're going to have to think about bringing back the Cards Against Humanity maybe once a month or so.
Community suggested deck would be a dope idea, though.
It would be. We'd have to see how many people we had interested in it.
It would be fun.
Hey Vicky, how you doing?
Vicky.
Ah, come on, Martini.
Okay.
You just got lucky draws. That's it. Hater.
Cards Against Humanity is always a blast.
It is fun. Like I said, I need to think about bringing it back. But has anybody got any events outside of the one we're going to be talking about tonight?
Any upcoming events for
Coming up?
stream or life that you'd like to share?
For those of you who don't know either I or Rhino or Bo might know, you can click on their names in the title and check out their content. And they are also collaborating to do a fundraiser for Veterans Day. It's going to be over this weekend. I believe it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And the two of them are going to work together to raise as much money as they can for Stack Up, which is a veteran organization. And I think it is a great cause, so we're going to be touching on that tonight while we interview both of them.
We'll let them go into more depth about that, though.
100%.
Knowing Rhino, he's always got fun stuff in store.
That and he can also explain it a hell of a lot better than I can.
Oh, absolutely. Thinking of doing that in a few weekends to celebrate the affiliate anniversary. Okay. We're doing a weekend. We don't have kids, so people can join in. Fair enough. We've got a lot of people doing Stack Up recently.
Harley, are you talking about the cards or Stack Up veteran thing? Or fundraiser?
Have fun. Alright.
Cards, okay.
Cards, yes. Don't want to do that around children. But I have seen quite a few people recently doing Stack Up and, Turds. What's the other one? There's another charity that people are doing a lot of recently. I can't think of the name of it.
All good, Harley. All good. All good. Well, I can't talk.
No worries.
Vicky. It's been, what, half a year or so? Martini with 10 gifted subs. Holy fuck. Thank you, but god damn, you don't have to do that.
Calm down on the crazy today, Martini.
You got Wesley, Hasdo Boy, Jonesy. Hey, your sister out. Raw Dog, Oncoming Storm 25, Foxcry, J-Pod, Harlequins, and Icky Vicky 22. Hell yeah. The interview starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, so in about 18 minutes we will have both of them in here with us. We like to give it a little bit of time to just kind of chat with the community a little bit before the interview starts. As always, if y'all have any questions for the interviewees, feel free to post them in chat and we'll get to them as quickly as we can. But we also don't want to break through their train of thought because I know Rhino is very bad about getting distracted by asking a question in the middle of them answering something. So we will see your messages and we will ask them as soon as we get a chance to.
Absolutely.
You look like you had something to say, babe.
You want the good news or bad news? I did have something to say.
Wait.
Bad news? I fucking forgot. Yeah,
Well,
great question, Marty. I'll add that in after we ask him about what made him start streaming. Oh wait, what motivates you to stream? We'll go after that one.
Random, how you doing?
ADH squirrel, I feel it. I feel it in my soul. Welcome to chat.
Love seeing everybody come in. Like I said, they should be on in about 16 minutes now. They should be popping in with us. So until they get in here, y'all have anything you want to talk about? Anything you noticed on Twitch that you didn't like or you thought was amazing that somebody was doing? Any upcoming events that y'all have? Also, is the music level and Mercy's level all right?
I can't figure out what I was trying to think of. I was trying to remember something. It's gone. It's gone for good.
You will have ads in just a minute. I'm sorry, guys.
Music's louder than me. How dick?
Mercy low. Okay,
Have y'all
so
seen Arc Ascended? Yes. My PC literally cannot handle Arc Ascended, but I want to play it so bad.
yeah, I
My
want to,
charity
but
donation goes to a wonderful home.
all right. I turned music down and Mercy up. So let me know if that's better. If not, I'll keep tweaking with it. Wow, Martini.
It looks really good, Vicky.
It does look phenomenal, but my
The
PC is
graphics are
on the
stunning.
lower end for running that, and that's insane to me.
The other thing that looks so crazy about it is there's actual collision now. So like when you chop a tree down, it actually interacts with the rock and bounces off the rock.
Interesting.
It's so cool. Not to mention the anything that gets in the water causes little ripples and waves and stuff. It's so cool. I'm such a nerd for shit like that. Like the little details, man. The little things make it good.
I also don't really feel like paying for it when I'm the only one I know who can run it.
Yep. It'd be different if I could play with you, but I cannot.
Yeah. I guess the blue light glasses have to go. My eyes are bugging me.
Are they? You want mine?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Mhm.
No. Martini, I did not.
No, I watched a little bit of that show when it first came out, and meh.
Which Disney game, Harley? Speedstorm or Dreamlight Valley?
Sorry, Martini. It just wasn't my cup of tea. I'm assuming Dreamlight Valley, knowing
think so.
Vicky.
Because I just re-downloaded Dreamlight Valley.
Send them matching earrings with it. Damn. Random's trying to steal Martini from damn Rhino now.
I just fogged up my own fucking glasses.
Dreamlight Valley, yeah.
Yeah. Dreamlight Valley's a
Good
lot of
thing
fun.
it's coffee. What's coffee? Wait a second here. What's coffee? I'm confused as fuck now.
Martini's lost me.
Yeah. Ah, gotcha. I already forgot I said that, to be honest with you.
Vicky. I was so mad at myself because I saw the cool stuff that came with the Halloween. What is it?
Damn.
What is it? Dream Path? Star Path? Whatever word it is. Whatever word I'm looking for. I saw the cool stuff that came with it, but I missed it by a day.
Damn. Are y'all getting a pretty good echo from Mercy through my mic right now?
Probably.
Because if so, I will.
Actually, hello, E-Shadow!
Welcome, E-Shadow. Yes, sir. Okay. Let me see if I can remedy that real quick.
Promoter for gamers who want awesome lightweight earrings. Yeah, Vicky, Star Path, that thing. I just barely missed it. I was upsetting spaghetti. Also, ignore the matching glasses, please. Ignore them.
Don't ignore them.
Ignore them. They don't exist, okay? There's nothing here. What are you talking about? Hello, Super Sour!
Welcome in, Super Sour. How's it going? Is the echo a little bit better now? And I
does
need
it
to
come out
get.
magic you? Ooh.
I hope the echo got better. I did turn the monitoring up to try and remove background noise on my mic. It does get a little difficult when we sit so close together.
Yeah, it's hard to, eliminate each other's voice when we're, what, 5 feet apart?
Something like that. Echo is better. Okay. Is it still too much to deal with?
Oh, I don't think so, but that's personal preference.
I just don't want people getting aggravated from the echo and leaving.
Mhm.
Especially with the interview we have coming up. I'm not yelling, that's the problem. I'm actually talking pretty quiet for me. Awesome.
camera had some sort of glitch there for a second, and I just barely caught it out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah, I saw it too.
That was weird. Never had that happen before. Great, thanks for breaking it.
I didn't break it. We're good? Awesome.
Yeah.
E-Shadow, we are going to have IR Rhino and Bo Might Know tonight.
Yep.
They're collaborating for the fundraiser you see on your screen, and they're both phenomenal streamers. I'm going to let them explain more about the fundraiser and more about themselves when they get in here.
I'm not gonna lie, and it sounds bad. I have not had a chance to really interact with Bo Might Know. RJ's been the one to more interact with that side of things. I've interacted with Rhino once or twice, you know, but I've had more interaction with Martini mainly because I can catch Martini. 9 times out of 10, when RJ's live and I have to mod for RJ, Rhino's live. Or when we're going to bed, Rhino's live. So it's really hard to catch Rhino when he's not streaming when I'm alive to the world. But he's good people.
The hell?
Hmm?
My phone's blowing up.
Sorry, I keep hearing dinging in my ear from Discord and it's aggravating the life out of me.
One of the things was a work-related thing, so let me check on that real quick before our interviewees get in here.
Okay.
Okay. That's for benefits enrollment. I'll take care of that later. So, how's everybody doing? For those of you who are just now getting in here, our interviewee should be on in about 9 minutes. Unless they're lurking in the background, they can hop in now if they'd like to. I know Rhino likes to lurk around.
Rhino's a lurker. Speaking of Rhino. Oh! Understood.
What? DM you or something?
Check your viewers.
Oh, I'm sure he's lurking in there.
It's just him.
Sounds about right.
We see you in the background.
I know Rhino likes to lurk on me a lot. He'll come in and not say anything throughout the whole stream, and then he'll see me a day or two later in somebody else's stream or in his stream. I'm like, hey, great stream the other day. I was there. I was like, well, say hi, motherfucker.
Right, you could at least say hello. Drop an emote so I know you exist.
Martini, I'm looking at the screen. I am looking at the screen.
That was just bad timing. It's rude that you can see that.
It's for channel points. I don't know how to turn that part off.
See, this is why I get along with Martini.
Hold on, give me a second. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn that off.
Ooh, fun. I might have an idea. I might have an idea for jump scares. I'm not gonna clue him in on what it is, as far as like what the jump scares are, but I have an idea.
For me?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm not gonna set it up through sound alerts.
Okay.
Since you got them for channel points anyways, I can set it through Mix It Up.
Mm-hmm.
I just won't let you know what the noises are. Anybody got good jump scare noises? Send them my way. As long as it's not like the Hub soundtrack. Let's not do that. Wine tasting
wrong
vendor
thing.
event. Ooh.
Extensions.
Tipsy rich ladies. Way to go. That's the market you need to hit. The ones that are drunk. Or almost drunk.
Very nice. Bear with me for a second, y'all.
Not allowed. Get back here.
I'm trying to get this taken care of.
Ay, ay, ay. Red Wing straight up barking.
Bullshit.
Why do I highly question that? That's you're not wrong.
Oh, come on, sound alerts. Let me log in. I know the Red Wings are down 1-0 already when I looked a minute ago.
Well, that's a bummer.
Mm-hmm. Well, There we go. There we go. Now.
Some sort of dolphin laugh? Oh god. This jump scare will be baby shark.
Sorry, Mercy went away for a minute.
Oh no! Why did you freeze me on that face?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that you.
It froze my screen on me looking over at you, and it was just the worst face. Oh my
Okay.
god.
Alright, so they should no longer tell me who's playing them or when they're getting played.
You see the face you froze me on?
Yes, and it's not fixing it.
Oh god.
Excuse me. You may have to disconnect and come back in, babe.
I'm not.
You're frozen on my Discord.
That's the problem. Hold on. Okay.
Oh, you know what? It's
It's RJ. He broke it. RJ broke it.
no, it's my internet lagging out.
A bajillion things up.
There we go. We should be better. I'm hoping it'll catch up. My video connection is good now. What the fuck are you doing, Discord?
RJ broke it.
Yeah.
You disconnect.
Well, you didn't disconnect. You just cut off your damn camera.
Alright.
Nope, my shit keeps fucking lagging the fuck out.
It's not gonna fix it if I.
I don't understand why my connection is lagging out.
It's not my fault this time. You want me to disconnect and come back?
No, I'm gonna have to try and disconnect from Discord and come back. Give me a second, guys.
Hello.
Alright. We appear to be working now.
Boop, 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 boop.
No, Martini, it's not because you're here.
No. Because our tech support's not good.
Ouch.
Your tech support is me. What do you mean, ouch? If your tech support's broken, it's me.
Nah, my Discord's been giving me issues the past few days, and I don't know why.
There.
But it should all be working now.
RJ's good at breaking things.
That's why I figured out how to fix them.
You're not wrong.
That Dreamcatcher has a wolf on it.
Oh, hold on. Wrong direction. That one. Bam, bam.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
It's not
hanging.
mine.
I'm thinking about hanging up my wolf poster behind me, but I don't know yet. I kind of like having the God Bless America back there. I need to lower it down though. Oh, the face only? Nice. We should be having Rhino and Bo in here in just a moment.
I would like
Minnie
to swap.
Mouse Dreamcatcher. Nice.
Ooh.
You like to swap what?
Your plaque with the wolf. Or put the wolf behind me.
Okay.
I'll take the wolf. It's pretty cool.
Staring into your soul.
Hello.
Yep, here we go. Here we go. We got Bo in here. Let's go ahead and
Welcome
swap
in.
screens. We'll do that. We'll go there. And then, if I could get the two of you to turn on cameras, if you would be so kind.
There we go.
Welcome in, Bo.
Oh no, he came in.
The Rhino's loading. There
we
he
go.
is.
Rhino almost broke it.
Y'all coordinated to wear the damn jerseys.
Maybe.
What?
We might have been lurking and
We would never do that.
heard some slanderous Red Wings talk.
Right,
No, I
Martini?
just said I hope that the Red Wings beat the Rangers, and she called me a hater because I wanted my team to win.
You don't got to worry about trash.
Yeah.
Damn.
I have it.
Well, welcome in. I greatly appreciate both of you being able to make it tonight.
No kidding.
No, thanks
Let's.
for having us. We appreciate it.
Well, it's a pleasure to be able to help other people get their name out there. I'm going to start off by asking each of you to take a turn and explain who you are and what got you into streaming and stuff like that, and we'll go from there. So, Rhino, if you want to go first.
Oh man, throwing me on the spot. So I'm Rhino, Nick. I'm a girl dad first and foremost. I'm a Marine Corps vet, air traffic controller, aviation operations specialist. I am an industrial organizational psychologist, project manager for global market research through brand and behavioral health. And what got me into streaming was actually Jess Martini. I've always wanted to get into it and see how it helps the veterans in the space with cognitive disorders, mental disorders. It's been one of my go-to things to help me relieve stress. So gaming has just always been kind of like my thing, but Jess is the one who just like pushed me like, hey, just start.
Nice.
You needed to think for this.
Bo.
I'm Bo. My real name is Jonathan Arancibia. I'm retired military vet. I was a 31 Bravo in the Army. Military police, probably one of the worst decisions. I should have went in as something else. I medically retired from the Army in 2015. I retired, I had a brain tumor. So I retired from the Army in 2015 and got out and then used what I did in the Army. On the outside, I was a police officer, did anything and everything in law enforcement. And then my son was born premature in 2019. And then I became a stay at home dad. So I stayed home, took care of the kids. And then my wife took a promotion. We ended up moving to Puerto Rico. And then that's when I got into streaming. I've played video games my whole life. It was kind of my way of getting rid of stress and just kind of putting everything to ease type deal. But streaming was a way for me to connect with people. I'm very isolated on the island. It's just me and my family on the island. So it was a great way to connect with not only other vets, but just other people going through maybe similar situations and just kind of just to have a good time, unwind.
Very nice. Yeah, Kettles, I don't know why, but that's supposed to be a command, but it's broken right now.
RJ's breaking everything tonight, guys. I'm apologizing in advance. He's breaking everything.
No,
Ever
just blame
fucking
me.
dently.
I'm notorious for breaking stuff.
Alright, so we're doing this mainly to help promote y'all's event coming up this weekend. But I also want to promote each of you individually somewhat throughout this interview if y'all are okay with that, because I think you're both deserving of the recognition. Um, here we go. Ay, ay, ay. So, if y'all want to touch a little bit more, thank you, Martini, for being the command. I love it. Y'all want to explain a little bit more about this event and what Stack Up is? I would love for everybody to have more information than what I can give.
So Stack Up is kind of like a close to home kind of organization for both Bo and I. Bo has had some one-on-one experience with Stack Up when he's been going through a couple things. He can talk about that in a little bit. But for me, my involvement and knowledge of Stack Up came from another streamer who a lot of people may know is Das Stewie. When he was going through cancer, Stack Up was pretty important to him and getting up and running in the streaming space. They actually provided him with a care package, um, and it got him some of the necessities for gaming, and for what it did to him and his help of continuing to fight and be strong and continue on and reach out and connect to others in a socially positive way. It was a no-brainer. Stack Up is what I want to do it for because Stewie is one of my best friends. He's just like Bo to me. He is my brother. So it was an absolute no-brainer that Stack Up was going to be who we were going to be fundraising for.
Okay. Bo, do you want to touch on some of what Rhino was saying about your personal experience with Stack Up, or is that something you don't want to talk about on stream?
Yeah, no, that's fine. When I was going through my recovery process in the WTV, this was 2014 going into 2015. At the time, Stack Up was actually they were giving out games, and I was going through my recovery process. At the time, I couldn't do anything physical, so a lot of my stuff that I was doing was playing video games. That was my way of just kind of getting back to being normal, as we all like to say. Um, you're never quite normal. We all are crazy and funny as we're all joking kid. But my recovery, any soldier or vet or just anybody in general goes through a very traumatic thing in their life. Me, I went through a brain tumor, so for me, I had to learn how to do a lot of things over again, and the power of gaming just helped me. It had some level of consistency as far as just being myself. I didn't have to worry about learning how to swallow again. I didn't have to worry about learning how to talk again or how to, regain the strength in certain parts of my body. I could game. I could just sit down, game, and kick it with my friends who were back home and stuff like that. So the power of gaming, I knew like this is the charity that we have to support because gaming can touch anybody and everybody no matter what they're going through or how they're going through it. And you see it a lot on Twitch. You see people who are playing with no limbs or just demolishing people in Apex or whatever the case is going through. So me and Rhino sat down. We're like, this is what we're going to be supporting, and this is what we're going to be raising money for.
Okay, I love the enthusiasm behind it. I love the stories behind it. It's funny that you mentioned the people that don't have limbs or have severe issues physically, because I want to say about a month ago now, we interviewed a quadriplegic who streams on Twitch. And seeing what he's got to use to be able to play games and stuff, and the fact that he's as good as he is with that, blows my mind.
He's incredible. Jeez.
So this is going to be going. Ah, shit. Everybody froze.
He broke stream again.
Everybody froze. What the fuck is going on? I'm sorry, guys.
No, RJ took you guys out of full screen and it froze everybody's cameras except for his own.
I can't even hear them right now, so stream can't hear them. I can't hear anybody, so stream can't hear them. There you are. Now you're back.
Okay.
There was a connection issue again. My
Yeah, just
Discord's
blame
been
me.
that.
It's still me.
It's always Rhino's fault. He's got too
Oh,
many crayons in his possession is the problem.
Dude, you want one?
I knew it. Zach says Rhino did it. I love it. I fucking love it.
Do you remember your question?
Nope, because I got
Okay.
frustrated.
No.
Oh, yes, I do, but go ahead.
Go.
I think I know the question. The event was gonna be the question, was it?
It was about the event, yes. It's going on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, correct?
Correct. It's gonna start on the Marine Corps birthday, the greatest day, and Veterans Day. So Bo is Army, so I have to do it. I have to. And then RJ being my Uber, come on, it's the greatest day. He gets a 1 star.
I get a 1 star? Really? Really?
Yeah, there's the review. 1 star on Uber.
I apologize in advance, all right, to everybody who's not a Marine, okay? I apologize in advance.
I'm gonna hit that McGregor. I apologize for absolutely nothing.
Give this man some more crayons, he'll stay occupied.
Oh, man.
No, so the event is gonna start on Veterans Day, November 10th, and it's gonna go through the 12th. On the 12th, what we're envisioning of doing is a community kind of celebration event, and it's actually going to be in Bo's stream. Every Sunday, he already runs the community event, so it's only fitting to kind of continue with his schedule and end with a celebration from the whole community when we raid over to him, and it's going to be just a massive community night. Depending on Jackbox games, Fall Guys, Speed Storm, you name it, we're going to try and hit every bucket that we can and just celebrate what we've been trying to do and the awareness that we've been able to raise.
Okay. Rhino, I know you've done at least one fundraising event in the past on Twitch. I don't remember if you did a second one that I missed or not. But I also know that that one went further than you expected it to.
A lot further. So the first fundraiser and only fundraiser that I've been able to do was for Help Our Military Heroes, and that was back in March, the month of giving. And over that weekend, the goal, I believe, was $1,500. But we ended up raising $2,625. And so it's a bit lofty for this weekend at 5,000, but with that 5,000, it actually fully covers an assault crate. So we can send somebody video games, console, anything like that that's put in a request. So that's why that 5,000 number was chosen between the both of us. And then our stretch goal of 10K is actually called an air assault. And that can provide transportation for some veterans to a gaming convention, to the Phalanx house. It's pretty cool. And it's like the Phalanx house is like an Airbnb for military veterans. They can either go there to game, go to Universal, Disney, Hollywood, beaches. It's in LA. So it's a really cool location, and a lot of veterans hang out there, fully furnished, arcade, like you name it, it's in there.
That's beautiful.
Rhino's a mind reader because I was getting ready to ask what the goals were, and he was already on top of it.
I've been prepping for this since Bo and I decided what we were going to be doing.
When did y'all
Yeah,
decide?
this has been in the works for since for like
About
almost
5 or 6 months
4 or
now.
5 months. Yeah, 4 or
Wow.
5 months. Yeah, this is
I
not something
know.
that we we threw together in like a week or so. We've been prepping this for about 4 or 5 months. When we first, actually, like I would say maybe the second or third week we became friends. We were like, hey, look, this is something that I would like to do. And he was on board. He's like, look, we'll get something together and then we'll shoot for Veterans Day. All right, cool. We'll start planning. We'll start getting this together now. So we've been planning this for a long time.
Okay. Now I noticed the stream times were pretty lengthy for during this event. Are you both going to be live for that entire period, or are you just going to be like one of you is live and then raid out into the other one? What's the plan there?
So we're doing shifts. So usually, how we did it is it usually correlates with both of our schedules. So usually at the beginning of the Friday or the beginning of the Saturday is usually when Rhino is on normally. So it will be the beginning of the charity event will usually when Rhino is live normally, and then when he's getting ready to get off, that's when I'll take over, and then I'm usually on later Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, it will be the same thing. That's usually when I'm on, and then we'll ride that out until usually when I get off at the tail end.
Okay.
Yeah, we tried to kind of mirror our schedules as much as possible in order to make sure full communities for Bo and myself have the opportunity to kind of come hang out. The way we're also doing it is the milestones, for instance. The milestones are going to be for everybody who's donated. It's not just going to be for the viewers. So our random giveaways are going to be for the ones that are in attendance at that time. There's going to be plenty to go throughout the full 3 days. So it'll be an opportunity for whoever's in there at that time to win something and kind of get our thanks for hanging out. But when it comes to the milestones, we're trying to have everyone involved. So if you're not able to attend the full thing, we're going to be able to raffle those off that way. But like I said, we wanted to maintain our schedules as closely as we possibly could to give everybody the opportunity that's normally there to be able to be there as well.
Okay. Sounds like it was extremely well thought out. Which I didn't expect anything less when I knew Rana was involved in a giveaway. Bo, no offense, but I haven't seen you involved in anything of this caliber before, so I don't know how you
Oh
normally
no,
do it, so I can't speak on that.
no, this is actually my first giveaway, and I'm extremely blessed to have run into an individual like Rhino. I call him my big brother. So to be able to do my first charity event with this individual has been nothing less of phenomenal. So I'm blessed to do it with somebody I truly love and care about. So it's great. So yeah, no, you haven't seen anything from me because this is my first. So no offense taken. I'm just glad to get this one off and hit our goal and get the next one on the road next year or at the beginning of next year.
Okay, so y'all thinking about making this possibly an annual thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a pretty lengthy discussion, and what we've kind of come up with is we want to continue looking for the organizations that we see have a direct impact, like Stack Up. It's not like a long drawn out thing where you'll see it down the road. Help our military heroes, direct impact. Stack Up, direct impact. That's kind of what we're focusing on when we want to do our fundraisers. I believe the next one we wanted to do is going to be in March, the month of giving again. So it's we're trying to follow kind of like a cadence to keep it with our military theme. That way, people start to see the repetition of us actually caring for our communities and what we do and why we do it.
Okay.
RJ will be there. He's been fanboying for months. I cannot go a conversation with this man without hearing, oh, Rhino's doing this. And I'm like, damn it.
I don't do anything. I just do. I literally just do.
You exist and he's fanboying. I mean,
You're doing
like,
stuff
like,
and
believe
things,
it
as
or
you like to
not,
say.
I tell this to Bo all the time. He's got a schedule and he's like, I'm gonna play this game on this day. I'm gonna do this on this day. I just click live. If I feel like playing this game, I play it. I have no schedule, no rhyme, no reason. I'm your typical Marine. I just do.
He hit the nail on the head.
It's the military of me. All right. I'm sorry. That's that. I blame the army. Okay.
Well, I can blame the military too. I'm tired of being told what to do, so I just do now.
I
Fair
have to
enough.
have a plan. There has to be a plan. Plan.
I can't plan that far in advance. You got
Yep.
24 hours. My brain is set after that. That's it.
The only thing I
That's
can really
still a
plan
plan.
is fundraisers. Like when it comes to this type of stuff, I'm A B C D all the way through Z, and then you've got your lowercase a all the way through Z. Like everything is cross T's dot I's, and it's probably pretty stressful to deal with me when I'm like that. Ask Martini. But I am very like everything has to be spot on. Even when it comes down to dealing with our flyers. Our flyers, I wanted them a certain way, and Jess had to kind of translate my thoughts to the creator editor. Like everything is I want it specific, and it has to be this way. And I have like a rhyme or reason. It's my background. Like that's what I've got these on the wall for. Like I have a thought process that goes into it, and why I am a project manager globally. It's what I enjoy, and that's when my scheduling and all of that kicks into play.
Okay.
So you're lucky if RJ and I decide what game we're playing on stream 5 minutes before stream starts. Normally we hit that live and we're like, well, what are we playing tonight?
A lot of times I'll
Yeah,
leave it up to
that's
chat.
about right.
Yeah.
But having the podcast going on has had made us get a little bit more of a schedule going. Just lining people up to come on and talk about themselves and whatnot. Now I know we've been talking a lot about the fundraiser, and I want to keep that as a highlight. And I saw something about random with the painting. What's going on with that? Do you have an image or something of this painting that we can see?
I was curious too.
I'll unbox it again for y'all.
Oh yeah.
So, Bo, if you'd like to talk about random and kind of what he means to our community.
Oh, so if you're a part of our Discord community, we have an art page. I mean, we should just name it Random's freaking art page because Random just floods it with all his beautiful art from, I mean, you name it, this man has his stamp on everything. Posters, earrings, art. He does what personal pieces now that he posted it in our Discord that he's doing. I mean, it's everything that he touches. It's beautiful. So he did this one for us for to raffle off during our event, and I don't even want to raffle it off. I just want to keep it for myself. So,
It is
but yeah, that is it.
fabulously done.
Right?
Yeah, I definitely want it for myself.
I might have to
And
commission him to do
you
something.
Right?
can't really see it, but this is from Random up here as well.
Okay.
So we've kind of been spoiled by our resident artist.
Yeah, he basically is our resident artist.
Well, that is amazing. And I love that it sticks with a theme as well. So, Bo, a little bit more about you as a streamer here. What is it that you. I know you said you got into streaming to get out there and kind of interact with more people due to your real life situation. What keeps you on the platform?
He's I tell everybody, especially like people who come off raids or people who stumble into the channel, my two main goals um, for this platform are to basically just have fun and continue to build a just a dope community. The community that we've built so far between my channel and just some of the amazing people that I've met on Twitch have been nothing less of stellar. I literally look forward to streaming just to have fun with the people who continue to show up. Um, Streaming is, if I had to relate it to anything, it's like if you had a party at your house and they're just watching me play video games, but we're all smoking and joking, having a good time. Um, some of the conversations that you get into, you end up helping somebody who's just having a bad day or having a problem, and then I've had people who've messaged me and say, "Hey, dude, I was having a really bad day, and you kind of made my day really good." And for me, that makes my day because it gives me purpose in life. That's one thing that I think I've struggled with being in Puerto Rico. I've gone from being in the military, having purpose, then leaving the military, being a police officer, having that purpose of duty and helping people, and then now I'm a full time dad, having that purpose, but then not really having that career purpose. So getting that through streaming has been amazing, and the fact that you're able to help people on top of that is the icing on the cake. So it's been fulfilling.
Okay, and I believe I heard you catch yourself from cussing. You do not have to worry about cussing on this channel. You can say
Oh
it
no!
sounded like you were about to
Oh
say
no!
shitty
Oh
day,
no!
and then you changed it. So I figured I'd put it out there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was raised by a sailor and my significant other's a sailor, so I guarantee we've heard worse.
Okay.
So Rhino, same question to you. What keeps
Uh,
you streaming?
so for me, it's socialization. It's I work remote, so I'm home constantly. I don't like to go out and people because people be peopling too much. So I like to stick in my own little bubble. And it goes with the same thing. I kind of just do, and being able to be there, provide an outlet for somebody, and just hang out, no matter if it's one viewer, two. Well, for the most part, I know there's always going to be four people there, and those four people, if they're there, it's a successful stream for me. I could care less about numbers. I don't have numbers on. I just do it because it's my way of socialization and being with my friends. because that's pretty much what everybody in the community's turned into. Really close friends that I can rely on, or send a quick message like, "Hey, I'm not. This is bothering me. Like, where or how have you been? Like, I haven't seen you in a couple days. Like, it's just one of those things where it's become a comfort, and it's like it is my outlet. It is everything that we are actually fundraising for. It's the prevention of depression and everything of those cognitive disorders. So it's still a bit nerve wracking for me to do this on the camera, but it's gotten a lot easier, and it's just fun. I really enjoy it, and okay, let me rephrase. It's a lot of fun when it's not scary games, and then I really enjoy it.
For those of you in chat who don't know, Rhino is one of the easiest people to jump scare on this platform.
I hate them. I hate them. I hate them.
I might be tied with that.
Yeah, he's very close.
I don't do scary games either.
Okay. So I know Rhino just earlier this year started using camera. Bo, how long did it take you to start using a camera for your stream?
I use camera from the start.
Okay.
I really haven't. I didn't have a problem as far as camera. I did theater in high school and stuff like that throughout school. Growing up, I didn't really have a fear of, I would say, of speaking in front of people or doing anything like that, just because of like my background in theater and stuff like that. So in that setting, I wasn't really, that wasn't really nerve wracking for me. It was more of the making sure everything was okay. Which now, as a streamer, everything breaks. So I don't care anymore.
Always.
Yeah, I just don't care anymore.
A good friend of ours, or ROA Mr. Grimm, says if you're not having technical difficulties, you're not a real streamer.
Yeah, 100%.
Don't matter how good you do everything, don't matter how many I's you dot and T's you cross, you're gonna have something screw up.
That man breaks things that I don't even know how he breaks them. I'm like, your audio worked 5 minutes ago. What happened?
Yeah, audio and I are just not friends. That's why I keep everything as simple as possible on my stream. I'll break it. I will break it.
Yeah, I've seen you break it before. You were having a lot of issues when I was having my computer overheating issues, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think you ended up rebuilding an entire PC at some point too.
Yes, I actually got the one that's sitting right next to me built, and then I went with the Go XLR mixer because of all the audio issues.
Okay. Martini says, "Hush it, you're hot." By the way.
Yeah, she's a horrible liar.
Oh, I fucking love it. Hey, Martini, you want to ask him the question you asked before you popped in?
Yeah.
Oh no, I can just scroll up and see it. I saw y'all talking about the lurking.
And there she is with her little knife emote.
Yeah, let Martin ask her a question.
Hey, Marty!
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
In chat, once again, if anybody has any questions for these two or about their event, feel free to ask them in chat, and we will make sure they get answered. Rhino, there's the question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how amazing is Martini to you?
All right, so which personality am I answering this for?
Evidently the stabby one.
Stabby one.
All right, so that's probably personality 18. That one's like a 7, but it could also be personality 24. That one is like a 4.5, 5. If she's feeling spicy.
I fucking love it.
Personality 32, though, that one has a knife too.
You got to watch for that one. That one's a -7.
Damn.
No, she means a lot to me. She actually sits on my desk. The little drawing she gave me, and then the mug. And then we literally talk all day, every day. Like, she means a lot to me. So I wouldn't be a streamer without her. She's my girlfriend, so it's only right to have her by my side, and she supports everything and anything I do. I'm blessed. I'm truly lucky.
Okay.
Same question to both.
Bo's like, I'm dipping out of that one.
Nah. I will say this. Since I started streaming, there's been I would say there's been a handful of people, but two people that have really stuck out that I've been the closest to have been um Nick, Rhino, and freaking Martini. I've spent the most time with them. They've been the closest to me. Not only me, but my family. I mean, my son loves Rhino. If my son was awake, he would come in here and he already knows who Rhino is. So, but Jessa,
Appreciate you,
Martini
random.
has just been she's just been she's been like a sister to me, in both ways, the annoying way and then the good way. She doesn't miss a stream to throw poop at me, but she they're just two great people, and it's just been it's got me through a lot of dark times because like I said, it's just me and my family here in Puerto Rico. So my only other family is right here. So half the time it's just spending time right here with my family. So these are the people I spend it with. So it's they've been great.
Yeah, I really
Okay.
don't think you could find a day. Matter of fact, a set of a couple hours where him and I aren't in Discord together with Zekmeister, Random, Corporal Lefty, Walter, Aramek. Like there's a select few that's it's constantly rotating in and out of the Discords with us, and it's a blessing. Like this community's really become a legitimate family to the point where we've started contemplating, can we do like a meetup sometime next year in a relatively middle location for everybody so we can all hang out. Like we're that close knit, and I don't know exactly how many people are in the Discord, but it's a relatively active number. So it's very cool to see the way the communities kind of rallied together around each other, even though we are all very unique. The qualities and kind of like the personal morals have just all aligned between everybody, and our understandings are just there. It's kind of awkwardly weird.
All right. Martini said this is for Bo, Rhino, and me. What made each of us want to join the military? Bo, we'll
RJ,
start
you're
with you.
first.
I second that. We'll go RJ first. Host leads.
Okay. Well, for me,
Big brother really said so.
it's really pretty straightforward. I grew up with a lot of my family had been in the military at some point, and I grew up believing that this country is one of the best ones on the face of the planet. And I wanted to go fight for the freedoms that we all get to enjoy and protect them. That was the whole reason I joined.
I'll hop on this one next. So I actually joined when I was 24, and the economy went to the shitter, and I was laid off as a mechanic in 2009. So I went back to Tampa, where I'm from, and I was actually going to the Air Force recruiter and took the ASVAB, had the scores, and was getting ready to sign. And the Marine Corps recruiter walked out, started talking shit, saying I couldn't do it. And then I went and listened to them, talked to them, got some information. And when I sat down to talk to my father, he said I didn't have the discipline, I couldn't do it. So the next day I went and signed. And I was out to Paris Island in June.
So for Rhino, it was a mix of financial and being told you can't make it, and you said, "Fuck that, I'm going to make it."
Pretty much.
Right.
I worked on an Air Force Reserve base pretty much my whole up until I was like 20. And then I was a student hire during the time Obama was in office. And then the first government freeze happened. I ended up losing my job and I could not support myself through college. And I was totally not going to take a college loan out. So the next day I was in a recruiter's office. Part of that reason was, yeah, I lost my job, but one of my closest friends who I played football with was killed in a drive-by shooting, and I wanted to get out of Miami as quick as possible. And being on an Air Force base, I was like, well, the quickest way out of here is in the military. I took one step into the Air Force recruiter's office, and he told me to get out instantly because I had this tattoo, and he was like, "We don't do tattoos." I was like, "All right, cool." So I took the ASVAB with the Navy, and then I was shooting hoops in the basketball court on their reserve base, and an Army recruiter was like, "Why are you gonna join the Navy? That's just dumb." And then I ended up joining the Army, which was even dumber. So
I love
just
it.
just a series of dumb events. The only reason I say it was dumb is because of the job I picked. If I would have picked something different, I would have been okay, like something in tech or something. I would have been all right. But no, I became a police officer, and I didn't even do that job in the military, which was the worst part. I was a paratrooper, so
So
fun
you
times.
joined to be an MP and ended up as a paratrooper.
So
And
right out of basic, so I ended up being okay in basic, and my drill sergeant was like, "You remind me of myself." So you're going to you. So I was supposed to go to Germany. This is my luck. I was supposed to go to Germany, right? Sweet, going to Germany is going to be great. That's why you join the military, to go overseas to have a good time, right? No, my drill sergeant's like, "You remind me of myself. You're gonna go to airborne school." I was like, "I'll still go to Germany, right?" No, you're gonna go to North Carolina right after airborne school. So I was like, "Damn it, man." So I spent my whole time there. So I was like, "Fuck, man." So yeah, that's where I lived and died at Fort Bragg. So
Okay.
good
wasn't
times.
even a good paratrooper. Dude went Acme and found a wall and found parked vehicle.
Oh, I have some bad jumping stories too. I really shouldn't be here. I mean, thank God I got a brain tumor and I got out that way, because if not, I was definitely getting out a different way. I'll be jumping for the Lord pretty soon if it wasn't for that.
So every time he tells that story, he's told me a couple, and I always picture like the Wile E. Coyote when he runs into that like fake wall and just like aired out like bow on the side of a building. Just
Oh,
So,
Jesus.
Bo, you said you got out
That
in
bad.
15. When did you join?
Yeah. I joined in 12, but I was delayed enlistment for 2 years. So delayed enlistment from 2010. So I was delayed enlistment for 2 years.
Okay. I,
So
I
I
was
officially
actually
got in 12.
I was actually delayed for 1 year. I went to boot camp in 13.
Okay.
Rhino, I saw that face. Either you're thinking we're making you feel old, or you don't want to say when you joined. But when did you join?
y'all got me old, man. I joined in 2009 and I got out in 14.
Okay, I got out in 17, and I got stuck here in South Carolina on the nuclear training facility for 4.5 years because I injured my shoulder and I couldn't do any workouts. And then they go, "Oh, by the way, after 2 years of not working out, go take the PRT." That doesn't work out too well.
Made a lot of sense to them.
That's kind of what happened to me and why I got out. I tried to re-enlist, but with all my ankle surgeries, they're just like, you can't pass the PFT. You got to go.
Yep. Okay,
Good
so
old, but a good old.
He didn't even have to look up. He knew exactly who said it.
I do. I do.
Oh man. Martini gets the funny bone going.
All right,
Yeah,
so
but
what?
see what she's not saying is she's the one who should be walking around with a life alert, watches Jeopardy,
Hey.
watches The Days of Our Lives. And what's the other one that you watch at your job?
No
All she does
deranged,
is
no bop.
Hulu all day
But welcome
long.
in. How you doing?
Jeopardy is good for the soul, Martini. I'll back you on that one.
I mean, it's got to be when she's out there stealing it from youth
I do not watch soap operas.
with all her witchery.
She is a witch. It's true.
Confirmed.
Oh, the way
And
y'all say that
I feel like
shit.
the life alert comment may be because she's a little clumsy. Black Sheep coming
Little bit.
in with the hydrate. I appreciate it. Deranged
Oh,
says
hydrate.
General Hospital is the only good one. Walter Bones, welcome in.
Took a break from D4 to watch.
D4.
Yo,
Walter
what's up,
taking a
Walter?
break from
What's
D4?
D4?
Unheard of. Diablo.
Oh,
He's got
Diablo.
to be
Okay.
like 138 right now.
Well, welcome in, Walter. We appreciate you. Martina, I gotta rag on you some. Your team's beating mine right now, last I looked.
Also, hi, Deranged. Welcome in. Waiting for the off the wall comments.
Lightning are playing right now too.
Are they? There you go, Bo chicken.
This is Bash Martini Hour for some reason.
Martina, you know you take the opportunity to bash all of us.
But oh, leave Martin X time alone.
Oh god.
We love us some Marty.
Oh, shit. So, one thing I like to ask everybody we interview, what is your least favorite thing about the platform? Whether it be
Jump
streaming, supporting, something you see somebody else doing, stuff like that.
In all seriousness, it's the fake interactions, the view botting, embedding, and false care. For me, that's like a big no-no. It's lying. It's deceit, and it's unfair to the community that you're trying to build. And organic is the way to go, in my opinion. Yes, partner is a site. It's a goal, but it's not like a I need it now. I want to build it organically. I want it to continue being what it is now. The continued growth and effort to put into it is only going to feel even better once that success actually happens. It's going to happen. I don't know when, but it's going to. It's that is the one thing I can't stand. Somebody with the false information to be put themselves at the top of a category just so they can get these random people to click on it because hey, I've got a lot of viewers, he must be good. No, that's not the case. Organic growth is the best growth, and that's what I want to continue doing. That's the thing that bothers me the most.
Okay. Bo?
I agree with a lot of that. I'll just say I'll speak on what I look for or what I won't say what I dislike about because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but what I look for when I go into somebody's stream is just genuine interaction. Like you go into somebody's stream and they're just happy you're there. Don't matter if they got 10,000 views or they got two.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just sitting there having a conversation as if we're in the same room. To me, that means more to me than anything else. But when you go into you go into somebody's channel and they don't acknowledge you, then for me, then it's like, all right, this is not for me. But that same person has like my sub goal is 10,000 sub goal, but they don't even pay you no mind for me. Then I'm like, well,
Yeah, that just gave me a light bulb. That's up there too. Like if you are just money hungry
Mm-hmm.
and it's you have to give this kind of sub for any kind of interaction. Nah, that's not what this is for. This is This is a lot of people's escape from what their daily routine is. That's no, life is already hard enough. Be inviting, like be genuine, and I think that still follows into the suit of no deceit, no deceptions,
Yeah.
and just stay true to yourself. Really, like don't let the money be what is going to be your driving factor, because you're not making any on this unless you're top 1%.
Yep.
One thing that I think hurts like genuine creators, I think the ads do hurt genuine creators making connections with people, especially like people who use this as an escape, who don't have money, who genuinely want to be in people's stream, and like ads kill that interaction with people. That's one thing I don't like about the platform. I'll say is ads. If there was another way to use that in a different, like you know how you have like the full screen ads instead of just like the pop up ad.
Mm-hmm.
Those I'm cool with, but when you totally take the interaction from the streamer away from the chat, I feel like you're doing a disservice to the streamer and the person who takes the time out of their day to go in there to make that interaction. Because at the end of the day, for me, the most important currency that you can spend on this platform is time.
Mm-hmm.
Because not everybody has, you don't know how much of that you have. Um, and I feel like ads do a great disservice to streamers on the platform.
I agree with you there. Unfortunately, there's no way without revoking your affiliate to completely remove ads. I've got mine set to
Mhm.
like 30 seconds every 45 minutes or an hour. It's the slowest time slot I can give it. But
Without
if you
getting
don't,
pre rolls. Yeah.
yep, if you don't roll your own, you get the pre-rolls, which screw everything up. Because I've seen somebody hop in and have 15 minutes of pre-roll ads. And it's also another reason that I have been preaching Twitch Turbo a lot lately since I found it. It's like $15 US a month, but it's complete ad-free viewing across the platform, and Twitch still pays the creator for the ads you skipped. So if you don't have money to go and sub to everybody you like watching, but you can afford $15 a month, that might be a good way for you to go about it. If you can't, then I understand, but it's an option out there that a lot of people don't realize is there.
One thing I do wish they could kind of implement with these ads is kind of exactly what Bo alluded to, because you could be in the middle of a conversation and you've already hit your third snooze or something,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just gone. I wish there was a way where you could do something, click a button, whatever, and it was only like the bottom line advertising, or like the sidebar, just digital banner. Like that would be, I think, pretty clutch in the whole scheme of things, because then you can continue to have those conversations and communication between the viewer, because that's who it's really hurting the most. It doesn't really bother the streamer. Yeah, it might kind of suck and you have to repeat yourself, but it's really hindering that connection between the viewer, and that's where the disservice really comes into play.
Graham comes in and says both of you have way better beards than him.
Yo, what up, Grim?
Here comes another bromance.
Just so y'all know, we do have Graham helping to promote y'all's flyer and stuff as well. He is out there
I really
helping try to
appreciate
Appreciate you,
promote it.
brother.
He's actually
I was
talking with the same company about getting something set up that he and I could possibly collab on for a long duration to try and
Yeah,
raise
so
money
if you
for
would
it.
like, I can actually help you get that all squared away through the donor drive if you want. So it's actually relatively simple. We went through Perky Daisy. She's the regiment coordinator and stack up coordinator for the charity events. And she kind of gave us the quick and dirty on the rundown of setup. And I still have all of it, and I still remember how to do it. So if you guys really want, I can help you get it all set up, and get you your little team name. We like to say we're doing it a lot, or we're Diabloing, we're Destinying, we're Fortniting. So our team name is We Are Fundraising. So
Okay.
It's really easy to set up, and I can help you out get that all knocked up.
All right. Yeah, we will definitely be reaching out to you. He was in talks with somebody about it, and we still haven't set up all the details. But he was definitely talking about doing it, and then you came out saying that you were doing it for this same community, and we're like, wait, what? So it's kind of cool that it's a similar idea before we even knew y'all were doing it. Like I knew Rhino did the military fundraisers. I had no clue that y'all were doing anything with the same community he was talking with.
Yeah, we kept it kind of close to our chest for as long as we possibly could because we knew we wanted it to be very impactful and very like in your face. Like this is what we're doing. Kind of upon the debut. Um, and I really do appreciate Grim. I was there on Saturday doing my normal lurky turkey. I was there. I seen it. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, when it comes to the fundraiser stuff, we kept it very close. We didn't really tell anybody. Jess was the only one that knew, because she was the one dealing with the editor to get our panels or flyers made for the debuts, for the continued releases of the marketing. Like so, we kept it very, very close to our chest, and we didn't even announce it in the discords until 2 weeks ago. So like it's one of those things like we wanted it to be very impactful right off the jump.
Okay, I like it. You have any questions over there? I know I've been talking a lot, so I haven't given you a chance.
You know, I'm fairly used to you talking a lot. The question I had thought of was earlier before we got back on the stream event subject, and I was going to ask, why did you guys choose Twitch as your platform? Out of all streaming platforms, why Twitch? What drew you in about that, or?
So I started on Twitch when Kick first came out. I went to Kick. I was fairly new on Twitch. I had maybe 100 or 200 followers, if that. And then I was like, well, it won't hurt to see if I can grow my following on both. So I was some days streaming on Kick, then some days I did that for like 2 weeks. I will say the community on Twitch is tremendously better here than it was over there. To the point that I deleted everything on Kick and just 100% started grinding on Kick. The interactions I've had, the individuals I've met on here were 10 times better.
Okay.
And just the platform itself, what you can do with the platform was a lot better than anything that I would have thought of in like YouTube or anything else. Twitch is a lot more advanced than anything else.
So Twitch for me, it's kind of what I've known. I'm old. I was around with watching streams with Mixer and all of that other nonsense. So like I've seen it. Like I've seen the come and go of many different platforms, but Twitch has always been kind of like the not going anywhere kind of thing. They have a business model, they have the terms of service, everything is in place for a reason, and the legal jargon is there. Like granted there are things that can be better, there are things that can be worse, blah 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 blah. There's always pros and cons to absolutely everything. Um to stay also aligns with all of that. I don't like the backing from the other site, the green one. I don't like it being funded by a federally geo-blocked website where you would have to be on a VPN or out of country to utilize. I don't like the fact that the TOS hasn't been upheld. Every streamer is treated differently based on their growth. There are no actual schematics in place to stop multiple tabbing. There's just so many different things. But like I said, the pros and cons, right? There are pros and cons to absolutely everything. What might not be my preference could be perfect for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's purple. Like It's just more seamless for what I do because I am very simple. I am very simple when it comes to streaming. I am difficult to handle outside of streaming.
Fair enough. So I want to touch on a little bit of that real quick. Did y'all see where Twitch recently has put out that it is okay to do multi-streaming now?
Yes.
And have y'all thought about maybe trying to multi-stream for the event to try to get more people in? No? Okay. I got you, Jove. Also, Martini sent me y'all's milestones and incentives. Is it okay to go ahead and put those up for stream to see before y'all do this event? Or do you want to hold it till your event goes live?
No, we've already actually started releasing all of that information. We've already turned those commands on in both of our streams. So the milestones, the incentives, the 501(c) information, the stacks Overwatch program information in Discord is in our timers. Everything is right there. So yeah, go for it.
Okay, well, y'all gonna have to bear with me for a second, chat, because you're gonna lose. Oh, very nice, Jove. Great to hear that. You're gonna lose video on these fine people here while I get those downloaded.
And to answer your question on the why no multi-streaming, because I do kind of want to give you your answer on that. The why no multi-streaming is more because I'm dumb. Like, I could not figure that out in any sense of the imagination. Like, with all the audio problems, you try and have me multi-stream?
Fair.
I am simple, and that's all you're gonna get.
Fair enough.
Same.
Someone clip it.
Same.
Martini, you can clip it too.
Yeah. Okay, so here's their milestones for this. $250 Veterans Day mason jars. Okay.
Fancy.
So while you're going through this, I would like to make a huge shout out to Martini's mom, actually. She is another artist, and she is the one that's going to be providing the Veterans Day mason jars. And
Okay.
then Bo and I are also sponsored by, we are partners with Ubisoft. Ubisoft is the one that provided those game keys for the giveaway.
Beautiful. So that's going to be available on all platforms and not just a specific platform then, right?
So I believe it is just Motorfest that is going to be PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 specific.
Okay, but you can get Ubisoft on PC, so it should be available for PC as well then.
Correct.
Okay, so no Xbox for that one. Got it. When they hit $1,000, it's a $50 Amazon gift card. The random paintings at $1,500. Okay.
I'm excited for
2,000.
this next one.
Bo spins a world/mission first tactical tumbler. What?
Go ahead, Bo.
Oh, so I'll be doing a whole an hour spin on the spin bike. Rhino calls it my 1964 spin bike. It is not from 1964. It's just not a Peloton. So we'll be doing an hour session on the spin bike. So you get to see a fat guy struggle on a spin bike.
Okay. At 2,500, they're giving away a capture card.
And that was actually donated by Das Stewie for us to raffle off and give away.
Awesome. So the whole community is giving into this. I love it. 5,000 fridge from Rhino with Freshen Up. I forgot you got your own fridge with them. Congrats on that.
Yeah, it'll be one of one.
If they hit 10,000, Rhino loses the beard and Bo and Rhino play scary game. Damn.
Yeah, that's a double whammy.
Be fun though.
Is that why you're growing the beard so long right now?
I actually stopped trimming it, everything. Like I've been letting it go gnarly. To figure out if I can trim it or if it's gone.
Okay. And then let's get to the incentives here. So in Bo's stream, I'm guessing this is per donation?
Correct.
Okay, so $10 per donation in Bo's stream is a ticket, merch bundle, sticker, hoodie shirt. $20 is a Boba Fett helmet. He's got to wear the Boba Fett helmet for 5 minutes, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Okay. $50 is a Bean Boozled. Okay, is this the Naughty or Nice Bean, or is it the Fiery 5?
Oh no, it's the regular Bean Boozled.
Okay, so the Naughty or Nice, the ones that are either nasty or good. Got it.
Yeah, either nasty or good. Yeah.
$100 Butterfly Clips or Change the Game. No horror, must have game already or free to download. Okay, what is Butterfly Clips?
The 1990s in a nutshell.
Like
Ah,
butterfly clips that your daughter or your wife might
butterfly
wear.
hair clips.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you, babe, for hitting those shout outs. Welcome in, Scorpio. If there's a $500 donation, there's a Hot Bean Boozled. Okay, so there's the Fiery 5 ones.
Yeah, I don't tolerate hot very well, so this is gonna go grand.
That's why
Gotcha.
it's so expensive.
Now, on Rhino's incentives, a $10 donation is the merch bundle. Well, a ticket for the merch bundle. And $20 is a blackout helmet.
Yeah, so that's actually my Marine Corps football helmet with a red visor, which makes it so difficult to see through.
Okay, that'll be
And
interesting to
then
try and play through.
and then it's no headphones, so there's no audio, and it's just helmet and red vision.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
goodness.
Okay, $50 donation would be sour suffering. I'm guessing you don't do sour then.
I hate sour, and it's I got toxic waste or whatever they're called.
Oh, those are delicious.
Oh, they're horrible already.
Dude, I had to eat like 20 of them in one bite. It was fucking phenomenal.
Oh, so you can do it when they get them.
You gonna fly me out there?
I mean, come on, there's an extra room.
Damn.
$100 donation, Dr. Seuss reading, or change the game. No horror, must have game or download or free to download. Fair enough. I feel like a lot of people will go for the Dr. Seuss reading with your voice.
That could be fun.
It'll be interesting.
$500 donation means he's got to take the hat off.
And that
Y'all,
would be
Rano, how long have I known you for?
Oh God.
over a year. It'll be
Yeah.
over a year.
And I
Actually,
have
November
never
10th will be over a year.
And I have never seen this man without a hat on.
24/7.
That's definitely interesting. But there are the milestones and incentives for their stuff coming up. Diesel guy, I see you.
Oh, and I do want to mention that
Country, welcome in.
So that first incentive where it's the $10 gets you into that bundle, that's with every donation. So every donation, no matter the amount, as long as it's $10. So say you do a $50 donation, that's 5 tickets into that bundle. So
And the sour on top of that.
correct.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So, like I said, we want to give everybody an opportunity to win based off of what they have done for the community. And that's our main thing. Like, we want to show as much support as they're showing us.
Gotcha. Makes a lot of sense.
That does make sense.
Well, now that y'all know all the incentives and stuff, maybe it'll make you want to go in there just to see them have to suffer a little bit when somebody else donates. Oh shit! I gotta make myself bigger. I'm tiny.
And that's something that Bo has actually been harping on me a lot. And it makes sense, and it's exactly what we are all about in general. We know money is tight. We know everybody is getting hit in the pockets very, very hard. Like it's not good for anybody. So just your time, like that means the world to us. It helps raise awareness towards the cause. That is the key. Like, if you can just give us a couple minutes of your day, drop in an emote or whatever. It doesn't have to be a follow. We don't care. It doesn't have to be just even the react on a stream. Doing a couple of those throughout, like when you have a moment, just hanging out with us. It actually means the world. Like that's what we look forward to, and the raising the veterans awareness on PTSD, suicide prevention. That is the main goal. Yeah, the fundraiser is a huge thing. It's going to put into action the money that we are raising. but the awareness is even more important.
Well, not only that, but just having people in there boost the numbers of the stream, which I know you don't personally care about your own numbers. But the higher the numbers of the stream, the more likely your stream is to be on the recommended page to reach out and touch more people.
Absolutely.
And then when people see a good cause going on, they're more than likely going to spread the word on themselves. And word of mouth is better than any advertising you can fucking do.
Correct.
Yeah, we've been telling everybody in the community, same thing that Rhino's saying. Support comes in many different ways. It's not just with your pocket. I've said this before. Time is the most valuable amount of support that you can give us. I know this is a charity event and we've laid out these goals and incentives and they all have dollar signs next to them. But sharing the link, being in the stream, having fun, also means the world to us as well. So I don't want anybody to feel like, oh damn, well I don't have this, I can't get this. Don't worry, just come out, have a good time with us, and just support the cause that way. That's more than enough.
Well, like I always say, time is the one thing that you can spend and never get back. Money you can
100%.
recuperate. Stuff you give away you can recuperate. Your time you can never make up more time. That's just
And
the way I
and
feel
that's
on
why
that.
we're also extremely appreciative of you taking the time out and allowing us to be here. Like, it means a lot. We kind of took this pretty serious, and we had like a little 30-minute pregame and pep on touch points. Like, we put notes together, like because it means a lot to us. Like, it for you guys to showcase us and allow us this opportunity. It's important. It's time, and we're greatly appreciative. Thank you.
Well, it's definitely our pleasure. And Rhino, I had reached out to you before I even knew about this event about wanting to get you on here just to showcase you yourself. And I was going to reach out to Bo. I want to reach out to as many people as I know on this platform and try to help showcase everybody and give them their time in that limelight, try to spread the love to everybody I can. And hopefully meet more people along the way to spread it to them. But then you came to me with this event telling me you were doing this and asked if I could help you promote it. And this was one of the best ways I could think of to help you promote it.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. We like you guys were talking about. Yeah, I'll lurk, and then I'll have a conversation with you on stuff that you did on your stream. The next time I see you, it happens. I do it all the time. Yeah, it's what I'm kind of known for. But it's I really enjoy everything that you guys bring to these interviews. The questions are relevant. They hit home. They have meaning, and I feel like it gets the participants to actually open up, and you learn so much. Like I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago where you guys were going through the different bots, mix it up, and stream elements
Mm-hmm.
and everything like that. Plethora of knowledge. Like it's a really cool event, and it's a really cool thing to actually now say that I've been a part of. Like it's pretty cool.
Well, I'm glad that you feel that way. I know Mercy feels the same way. And this is kind of the Tuesday night podcast that we started up was based off of the Saturday night podcast, which I know Rhino you've seen it at least once or twice. But I don't know if you've been in there or not. Actually, you know what you have because I saw you. I shouted you out.
Yeah,
Never mind.
I'm lurking right with him.
I remember things from 6 months ago, and I barely remember yesterday.
Yeah,
If-
Bo and I are
if-
pretty standard lurking together. Like we'll be traveling the world of Twitch. We'll find some streamer and be like, "Yo, check this guy out," and we'll both be sitting there lurking together while in Discord with Jess and a couple other people, and we'll have it like 4 different people up, and we'll be like, "Hey, did you see that in this one or this one?" And it's
Love that.
we love being on Twitch and hanging out with everybody, and like I said, we learn so much about people and the community that we've built. We just all hang out. Like that's what we do.
Yeah, and that's always amazing to have. I mean, people that are going to be there, even if they don't say something, it gives you that kind of peace of mind that, hey, even if nobody's talking, I know there's somebody there watching.
Oh, wait.
It doesn't make it feel. I know sometimes streaming and you don't have any activity in your chat can make it feel like, why the hell am I even doing this?
And
So
that's kind of what I love about Mega. I know I'm gonna get my sandwich eventually, but those emotes are coming.
just don't ask for duck; it might get burnt.
Oh, Jesus. Poor man.
But yeah, Mega and Grimm started the whole podcast thing, and they came to, well, they went to actually another streamer first about doing a Tuesday night, and his co-host at the time had an issue. Hey, damn it! What, Mega? Yeah, you know we talk shit. But his co-host at the time was not a good fit for what the community stood for. So then I got brought into it, and it's just kind of taken off from there. And I feel like what we're doing is extremely good for the overall Twitch community. And I think if more streamers and communities on this platform would get together, it's in the mail, check FedEx, right? Right now. God,
Thought I
damn
told
it.
you to email it to me. It's faster.
I would not put it past Rhino to eat it off of a piece of paper.
Only if I can color by the numbers.
Oh shit. But if, in my opinion, if more people and communities on Twitch could get together and support each other and promote each other in this type of fashion, the platform would become a lot less toxic and a lot more enjoyable for everybody.
I
Um,
agree. It's one of the first podcasts that I actually caught was with Maddie, and I love Maddie. We're in there quite often, and that was what really kind of got me hooked. And every Tuesday I pull it on up. Even if I'm live, I can just look over and there it is.
well, I do appreciate that. And Matty Pace, at that time, the co-host was Logster2727. He's actually the one who brought Matty Pace in. And I couldn't thank him more because that was an amazing interview for somebody I didn't even know at all. And to be able to grow and get to know that person some, and I pop into his streams when I can. He streams at an awkward time for me due to my work schedule, but when I can, I pop in there and just listen.
Oh, you mean when you're like upside down in between a steering wheel and a drive shaft?
Between a steering wheel and a drive shaft, really? I mean, you're not technically wrong, but there's a lot more shit in the way there.
I don't know how you Navy men contort.
Oh man, but
That's no way to talk about your Uber, okay? Come on now.
At least I keep the vehicle running too. Better than getting in one that breaks down halfway to your destination.
This is true. This is true.
Fair enough.
Maddie is a really cool dude, and yeah, he does stream at a kind of awkward time, but when we can get in there, it's always a great time.
Yeah, I've met so many influential people to me on Twitch through the podcast, whether it be the Tuesday night or the Saturday night ones. And it just opens up such a different view on the platform and what everybody else is going through and what they have been through in their lives. And it's eye opening to see what everybody can battle through to get to where we are now and become friends from across the world. And we game and hang out with one guy from Australia almost daily.
Yeah, it's definitely wild the different locations of people that pop into the streams. I think I've had quite a few from the UK, Canada, all over the US. Uh, I believe there's a couple in Australia that pop in every now and again. Like, it's so cool to just meet everybody, learn of what they got going on, and 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 the different like cultural effects, and it's really cool. It's really cool.
I agree. Martini asked, "What got you into fundraising?"
Go ahead, Bo. It's your first one.
What got me into fundraising? Oh, that's easy. I've always wanted to help people. So this fundraiser in particular, for me is important because Stack Up has helped me. But anytime I can help military people, I like to date back how I feel to a TED talk that Adam Driver did. Um, when I got when I had my brain tumor happen, my unit actually deployed and I was not able to deploy. If you've ever been a military vet, that feeling of not being able to deploy and then leaving the service, for me has been this sense of not failure, but incompleteness. You have like you join the military to to serve to serve your country to do like for me like the catalyst is to deploy to do the ultimate servitude or whatever you want to call it, and that's deployment. And I was not able to do that. I got injured. I had my brain tumor and then I got out. So for me, anytime that I can do anything for my brothers and sisters, whether it be veterans or people in active duty, I feel like I have to do that. Um, just because I wasn't there to help them downrange. And that's why fundraising for me, anytime that I can fundraise for a veteran organization, that's why it's so important to me.
Okay, Rhino.
So for me, it was mostly because I wasn't able to re-enlist. I felt lost. I wanted to stay in the military, but I couldn't. I had just moved from my last station, dealing with reservists, and moving to Connecticut, a place where I didn't know anybody or do anything, and going to school, working, going through a divorce. So it was just a lot of extenuating circumstances that I just felt so alone, and not being able to re-enlist. It I wanted to be able to help. The only way that I could figure out how to help was to monetarily impact and make a difference to my peers outside of service, because I was dealing with everything that all of the other transitioning veterans were dealing with. Granted, it was on a way larger scale, I believe, for everything that I was going through at the time, while trying to go to school and use the GI Bill, while trying to raise my daughter, and living in one of the most expensive states in the U.S. So it was just everything was on my shoulders, compressing, and I felt lost. So I had to start doing something for an outlet. And that's when I started the Student Veterans Organization chapter at the university, so I could start feeling that connection again. And then I started diving into some of the different VA problems that I was seeing for what I was dealing with the GI Bill. I wasn't able to get a home or car loan or get even a down payment on an apartment, or a reasonable down payment on an apartment, because I didn't have income,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to get two jobs, working full time, going to school full time, all to be able to afford living. So fundraising became everything to help other veterans in that type of situation. And then I met the Hollanders from Help Our Military Heroes, and they became my every year Veterans Day fundraiser, in person. And then the uh, COVID hit, and no longer in person. So that's when Jess pushed me the hardest to start streaming, because then it would give me my same outlet to fundraise again.
Okay. Interesting. I definitely understand where y'all are coming from as far as the loss of the connection whenever you get out. Because I was supposed to ship out to California out of San Diego with four of my buddies from the training facility over here, and they got to leave as I was signing my DD 214, and it was honestly lost contact with them, and it sucks. But the way that y'all going about it is a hell of a lot better than the way I went about it. I just threw myself into my work and tried to wipe everything else out of my mind. So kudos to y'all for going about it in a much better way. And it's definitely something I am getting more intrigued by the minute that we talk about it to try and be more involved in at some point. But Martini has another question. What do you think the struggles are for fundraising via stream versus in-person events, pros and cons?
I mean, this is my first fundraising event. But if I had to off the top of my head reading that question, the first thing that pops in my head is people. Um, the thing that's made this so easy and so smooth has just been the people that I've been doing this with. Rhino, um, Jess, who's been with us, helping us. Um, it's made putting all this together easy, and it's made me more excited as the day has approached. Um, to try to do this in person, it would for me it would kind of feel the same way. I guess I you would kind of get into the whole logistics and how you would go about it. Logistics, you would still have that people aspect of it. But this is my first fundraiser event, and it's only I've never done one in person.
Okay.
I would say from the last one that we did in March to the in person that I used to run, I think one of the main differences that's going to run through my head all over again is maintaining interaction. That's always one of the biggest struggles I think I have, even in streaming. Period, is maintaining attention or interaction. And I feel like in person, it's a little easier. You can, hey, come look at this thing over here. If you're in like some arena or event, or it's hop on a microphone, get them over there, and then you can kind of like just mingle around and network and give them the spiel, the face to face interaction. I think that's probably like a good pro, but another pro would be the platform,
Whoops.
right? We have to think of Twitch. Twitch has how many new streamers on average? How
Mm-hmm.
many people are signing up for a Twitch account? The reach is insurmountable. And taking the same approach as you would with an in-person event to this event, I just punched my microphone. With this event, I'm in a new
Have you been
setup,
on
so
the
it's all
juice
kind of
tonight?
like, nah. Oh, I did have a freshen up earlier, but with the scheduling and schematics and logistical aspects, everything is kind of the same. It's just more of the maintaining the interactions throughout. You are now the focal point. That's, I think, the hardest part.
Okay. So I haven't done any fundraising through streaming. I have been a part of fundraisers in the past in person. Um, Now, one thing I noticed about in person is if you don't have enough of a personality or enough motivation to push your, I'm going to call it a product because in a way it is. So if you don't have the motivation or the personality to push that product in a way that people are going to be like, oh, I have to buy into this, it makes it much tougher to raise that money. Not only that, but depending on where you are physically and the community around you in person, it makes it a lot harder to connect with the people who are willing to put out that money or people who have the money to put out. I feel like Twitch would give you a little bit better access to a wider base of people. Yes, you still have to network and be able to get them in there to do it. But you don't have to be able to walk or drive to California to talk to somebody like, hey, would you mind donating some money to help these veterans? You fire up your stream and somebody pops in, and they can be from Australia, and oh, this is a good cause. Here's some money. I feel like that's a very big pro to it.
Yeah, but in that same breath, you also have to know your product. I think
Yes.
that's one of the biggest parts of it. You can be in an in-person event and nobody really knows what's going on or who it's funding, blah 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 blah. All the you got to hit all the wickets. If you know what you are fundraising for, you are very informed of it. You know any of the background behind it. You're gonna be able to get any even pocket change, because at the end of the day, it's the spreading of the awareness that's always the most important piece. Yeah, let's get a couple dollars out of it, but that's not the main driving factor. Once you can start to realize in person or on stream that the awareness and raising it is always going to be more beneficial, because say you have 100 people in your stream, 10 people donate, cool. But now take those same 100 people on a regular basis that you were knowledgeable about, more than 10 people are going to click on that link, read about it, and share it out.
Mm-hmm.
On average, research has proven that if you are knowledgeable, out of 100 people, 45 of them will retain that knowledge and share it to relatives, friends, and any other acquaintance that might benefit from knowing of this organization.
Yeah.
So knowledge of what you are selling product wise or the fundraiser is the key.
Yes, and I agree with you 100% there. I was more saying if the same person is in both situations, there's only so far you can reach in person. Whereas on stream, if you have the community coming in, you can literally reach the globe.
Yeah, but that's also where I think one of the big parts of problem is the marketing aspect. Being small streamers, it is going to be more difficult. It is going to be a lot more work on our end. Um, Bo and I, we've kind of timed every post that we've done to try to hit the algorithm as much as possible. And we've done multiple posts between the two of us. So I'll do it at one time and then he'll follow up. So it's kind of so the tweet stays in rotation, or what we've posted on Instagram, Facebook, whatever platform it is that you use. If you continue to get into an algorithm or post, it's going to benefit you, especially being a smaller streamer. But if you're out there being somebody 150 to what do they consider medium? Like, what is it, 25 to 100 concurrent viewers? And then if you're a large streamer, it's going to be so much easier
Yeah.
because your following is going to push it out for you. You don't
Mhm.
have to market anymore. Essentially, like, you do one post and the constant rotation. So yes, that point that you made is very true, that you can get more people in, but you're still going to put in that same amount of effort as you would as an in-person being a small streamer.
I agree with you. Welcome in, Rekrod. Martini asks, would you consider in the future going multi-streaming, such as using YouTube when it comes to fundraising, if you're looking to raise a larger goal, such as 25,000?
If somebody will set it up for me, sure.
If Rhino doesn't have to do the work, he's all in. Got it.
I'm computer illiterate. RJ will tell you. You actually have to explicitly tell me what to do to set something up. Bo has had to help me multiple times. Like, I'm just not good at it. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't remember what the hell I had to get in a Discord call with you to set up, but there was
Oh,
something.
I had no audio. I couldn't even hear me.
That's what it was. By the way, we should probably get together at some point and set up the sound splitting so you can play music over your stream without it going on your VOD.
Oh, I already got all that now.
Okay.
Thank God.
Yeah, somebody did it for me.
Bo, was that you?
No, it was one of our buddies named Zuma.
Oh, okay.
Wiggy, you could get with me about that, man.
Yeah, if somebody can actually explicitly tell me what button to press, I got it. But if you need research, come on in.
You are a research case yourself, my friend.
Oh, most definitely, and I'm proud of it.
Chat, does anybody have any more questions for them, or do we just need to keep talking your all's ears off? Because we can do that too. Are you looking in the future of having your own type of organization to fundraise because of how dedicated
How
you
did
are?
how
Ooh,
did I know she was gonna ask?
I ask all the questions.
So yes, I have been in the background working on creating my own 501c3 organization through the gaming space, similar to what you would see as like a Phoenix Down, a management company. Um, only consistent with fundraising. Eventually, that's what I want to do. I want to specifically focus only on fundraising for veterans and those in behavioral crisis. That's my end all be all for what I want to do. Um, I I do want my own organization. It will be a nonprofit, but it's a lot of work to get to that point, and I'll get there. It'll be there, and it will be something stupidly named, just like IR Rhino.
Okay, we have another question in chat. Do you just use stream to fundraise and raise awareness, or do you use other means?
So I actually reach out to organizations as well, companies. We've reached out to Ubisoft, our managers, because we're partnered with them, and they were right on board. We've also got the possibility of somebody who will donation match. So like I it's not just on streaming. We reach out outside. We use our private networks outside of the social networks. It, when you go to fundraise, you never want to just keep it in one location. You want to try and branch out as much as possible.
Yeah, we had been reaching out to anybody and everybody that you could think of. Like just our mindset for this fundraiser was we're gonna reach out to everybody, and the worst that they can tell us was no or not respond to us. And if they respond to us, then perfect. We got we got who we were fundraising for, we got that message out, and we got stuff for the fundraiser to give out to get the message out further as well. So that was our mindset going into the fundraiser. So you name it, we've probably reached out to them.
Yeah, and we kind of just kept that mindset. How many times have we been told no or been ghosted? It's it you're used to it in this day and age. What's the worst that could happen? Absolutely nothing. You're used to it.
Okay, so we have a few questions here. I'm sorry, I just got a little bit of rough news. Um, so first off, we have Martini with how often do you plan on doing fundraisers per year, or are you mostly focused on veteran organizations? Before Rhino and Bo answer this, I'm pretty sure I know Rhino's answer here is it's all veteran organizations. Because if I remember correctly, when I first met him, I was told that everything that comes through his stream gets donated back to veteran organizations. He keeps none of the profits from stream.
Yeah,
But I'll
so
let them
I
answer now.
don't yeah, I don't keep a dollar. It's a separate PayPal account, and it goes back into Twitch streamers and fundraising and all of that. I don't touch it. The only I get yelled at a lot by Jess. I do. No, no, it's not for me. It's for showing the same support that many show me. I don't touch it. That's not mine.
Okay, and then as far as how many you plan on doing per year?
Of course, we would always like to do more. I would like to give it as many people involved as possible. I'd like to build a team. That's what I want to do with the 501c3. Like that's the end goal, right? Um, I know I like to do them in March because it's the month of giving. I like to do them on Veterans Day, and I would like to do them on Memorial Day. Like the three main holidays for my focus. Yes, they are all veteran focused, but there's different aspects in that the veteran focus, right? You've got the K9s for the PTSD um, service dogs. You've got what we're doing now, the gaming side. You've got uh,
To help our military heroes with the
help our
vans and stuff.
military heroes. You've got Stand Up. It's a paddleboards organization. You've got Team Red, White, and Blue, Irreverent Warriors. Like the list goes on and on and on. And there's so many different avenues that each one hits that is different. Even though it is a veteran organization, there's different aspects for all of it. There's homeless veterans organizations as well. So like there's so many different aspects of help that we can do, and that is my focus. Yes, down the road, would I like to branch out? Also, yes. I would love to do something for like GCX with the St. Jude's fundraiser, like those types of things. Like that's the end goal again. But my focus is veterans because those are my brothers and sisters. Like that's who I want to help first because it is often overlooked.
Okay, Bo, do you have anything to add to that question?
Basically, if he's fundraising, I'm fundraising too. Whatever he's doing, I'm right there. He's stuck with me for life now. So y'all just gonna have to deal with it.
Okay, and then
So
Rekrod had a question here. How can the community help with your fundraising / awareness if they can't make a donation? They did say this earlier that just helping spread the word and giving a little bit of your time in the streams to help show support is all they're asking. If you can make a donation, great. If you can't, just give them a couple minutes of your time if you can. But if they want to reiterate or expand on that, y'all have the floor.
Yeah, it's not even a follow. It's nothing like that. It would the react button that's on the bottom of the stream, just clicking that or dropping some emotes and just hanging out a little bit and seeing what's going on. Any interaction is interaction. Spreading the awareness is the main goal, and we do know times are rough, and money is very tight for so many people. So just hanging out and spending time because that is the most valuable. That's all we need. That's all we would even care for. Like that is why we do it. We love the social interaction, and we've grown to love being live to be with our friends, and that's what the community is.
yeah, since we have Down to charity, that's been our main thing as far as announcing it. With the incentives or the milestone, don't get caught up in the dollar amounts. Those are our goals, but more importantly, just coming, hanging out with us, or even sharing the link, because I know some people work on the weekends or whatnot. And like I tell everybody in my stream, life is way more important than what we got going on in Twitch. So if you could only share the link, then hey, you just supported us. So that goes just as much as somebody donating. So we will say thank you right now. So thank you for any of that.
Okay.
And that's a big part of also why we wanted to reach out to any and every organization we possibly could. We wanted to make sure we could try to get as many raffles and giveaway stuff throughout the 3-day event as possible because we do know that time is that valuable. So we want to try our best to get something to somebody and show them that we do care just as much as them being there.
We have a kind of off the wall question here from Mega, and I know that y'all's answer is going to slightly disappoint him. Did you guys wear hockey jerseys just because that's RJ Sport? No. I
I
know
wore
that's
it. I wore it to shit on the Red Wings.
Award in spite of the Red Wings, right? Go Panthers, baby.
they're both hockey
Make way
fans
for
too.
Tampa Bay.
Of course, they have to both be goddamn Florida-based teams.
Oh yeah, didn't the Panthers just beat the Red Wings? Shutout, right? Okay, just making sure. Just put that
Wings are
salt
still
on the
rebuilding,
wound.
mofo. Go back to the late 90s.
Now we're rebuilding. Okay, now we're rebuilding.
We've been rebuilding for years.
No, that's over.
They're shitting on the
no.
Red Wings because that's my team. They're
Oh no,
just talking
Zach is
shit.
here. I'm sorry, Zach.
no, wait.
Zach, we love you. We love you, Zach.
Sorry, Zach.
Oh, only RJ's Red Wings. Yours are different
Zach.
Red Wings.
Yeah, Zach, close your ears.
Oh shit. Okay. Pasta said here at NPO. I'm assuming he means nonprofit organization. What is it dedicated to? Right now, they're focusing on ones dedicated to veterans.
Correct. A direct impact rather than the elongated wait periods where funding needs to be approved and blah 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 blah. Something that's going to make the service member in need almost instantly.
Rick, I will send you the flyer and all the information I have as soon as we're done with stream tonight.
Yeah, and if anybody needs any of the information, flyers, or anything like that to send to their communities, they're more than welcome to DM us, me, or Ryan, and we'll get that information to you guys as well.
And I'm more than willing to spread it out as well. Reckrods also asked, are you raising awareness for just American veterans, or will you branch out to other veterans worldwide?
So that's the cool thing about Stack Up. Stack Up, yes, it is started and organized and registered in the US, but it's also got what do they call them? The stacks. They're the veteran liaisons essentially of Stack Up. And they are in Canada, UK, Australia. So it's they're trying to move globally to assist those veterans in need as well. And there is a case by case where some of these air assaults have even brought veterans with the proof of honorable discharge, blah 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 blah, the whole spiel to an event. Like it's Stack Up is an amazing organization that is trying to branch out and not only be U.S. focused only, because so many veterans across the globe are dealing with the same exact things that us in the U.S. are. So it's really cool to see them try to connect outside of our borders.
The stacks are located obviously in the States, New Zealand, and in the UK.
Okay.
But yeah, I also
Did I
heard
miss
you got
anything,
some
babe?
news. So if it's something you need to handle, sir, family is always first.
There's nothing I can do about it. We don't have enough information. So.
And no, love, you did not miss anything so far.
Okay. Unfortunately, it's news that nothing can be dealt with it, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep going like we're going for now.
All right, but seriously, if anything needs to happen,
I
you don't need our
appreciate it.
blessing, just done.
Trust me,
Yeah,
if it was
boop,
that
we
serious,
out.
if it was something that I could hop up and do something about, it would have happened. I wouldn't have even
Eject
asked.
Tito, cuz.
But this is one of those things that there's nothing that can be done, and we don't have enough information to even say anything. So
I got an elbow. It's slow, but it'll get there.
What did I just miss?
What'd I do?
You said something, and I did not fucking follow it at all.
Oh no, I said I got an elbow. It's slow, but it'll get there.
Alright, Rec, I will get you that information. Yes, Zach, definitely wings. Mega says he likes Bo's beard best. Okay, well, fuck you too, Mega. You goddamn beardless pirate.
Yo, that is actually awesome, Rec. Yeah, the Bo is actually retired Army. He was medically discharged.
I spent all my time in the Great 82nd Airborne.
Hmm.
Fun times.
Them fighting words, Mega. House of the West, welcome in. How you doing? Babe, thank you for being on top of the shout-outs.
Of course. Literally what I'm here for.
No, you're here to ask questions, too.
Okay, fair, but also.
I know that brain's been turning over there. What you got for him?
It has been turning, but
You got sidetracked by something else?
yeah. Attention deficit. Ooh, shiny kicked in.
Yeah,
Squirrel.
Rhino, she's got the squirrel.
I do it all the time.
But also, what, Mega?
Mega said go Sabres. He's not allowed to talk.
He's a
Ooh.
Buffalo everything fan.
Yeah.
I don't get
Everyone
it.
makes mistakes.
Yeah.
God bless.
We're doing good in House of the West. We're chilling out, helping promote the event that Rhino and Bo might know or have coming up, and I'll put it up on the big screen again and make myself small so everybody can see it once more. So,
That is insane. To
starting.
hear those stories. Sorry, I got carried away by Rec Rod's message.
Oh, you're good. That stuff is something I would love to hear from a first-hand account.
Just to sit down around like a fire or something, anything, table. Just let him talk.
Hmm.
That would be intense.
It most definitely would. I feel like they did so much more than any military personnel have witnessed since then. And I know that might be a very fucked up way of looking at it, but the shit they went through back then must have been insane compared to what the more recent generations have done.
Yeah.
So once again, guys, starting November 10th, which is Friday, through the 12th, which is Sunday, they're doing streams from about 11 a.m. till midnight Friday and Saturday, and 11 a.m. till 9 Sunday. And they're doing it all to raise money for veterans who have gaming passions. Help if they, Rhino said it earlier, if they hit the $5,000 goal that they would like to hit, it would completely fund a package to a veteran, console, games, whole 9 yards. And that can turn somebody's life around. Bo spoke about how playing games turned his life around after he was recuperating from surgery and everything. So it's something that can mean a ton to somebody that you have no clue what they're going through.
Yeah, and then the stretch goal hits another. It's exactly that. It's a stretch goal. It's another kind of program for Stack Up, and it's called an air assault. And what an air assault does is it helps provide all expenses paid trips for veterans to attend gaming, uh, like Twitch cons, E3. What's another big one?
BlitzCon.
DreamHack, BlizzCon, and then, or even it's to the Phalanx House in LA, where they can go to Hollywood, go to Disney, Universal, the beaches, just relax. There's a jacuzzi and a pool at the Phalanx House. It's fully kit with board games, arcade games, consoles, you name it, it's in there. And you can even get a trip paid for to go out there. So that's why that's kind of like the super stretch goal, because it's a dream of ours to be able to fund a veteran or group of veterans to get to a game con or geek culture event or even to the
BB on
Phalanx
thank you.
House. The
Yeah.
GCX, that would be dope. I want to go to GCX.
Martini jokingly asked what made Rhino decide to shave the beard without discussing it with his girlfriend. I said people like to see someone suffering for some reason.
That and Bo and I kind of agreed on a dollar number
We did.
like a month and a half after knowing each other. Like, just jokingly asked, like, how much would it cost for you to shave your beard? Mine was the lower number, so that's why it's the 10K. Because I said I would shave my beard if I ever had a 10K donation to any of the fundraisers. So yeah, he held me to my word.
Fair enough. Also, I was asked to put this out, and I did not do it earlier, so I apologize for doing it in this slot. But the you're good, BB. Welcome in. The streamer of the week voting and nomination is open in the Discord, guys. I just want to make sure I get it out there before I forget fully on it. Not to take away from what we're doing here, but I also don't want to tell somebody I'm going to do something and fail to do it. So it's done.
Go vote.
Go vote.
Vote now.
Nominate.
Go nominate whatever you want to do.
Mm.
In all honesty, I might be
Fry bacon,
nominating one of
bacon.
these fellas here. They're like, no, vote for the other one. I love it. Oh, man. You did throw me off for a second, though, BB. I was like, who the hell just joined?
Just blame me.
Rhino salt.
Rhino was too enticing, huh, BB? No, that's
I
when I start
probably
a fight.
broke something.
You're good. There's nothing to be so sorry about. So, have you, Rhino, thought of doing a long-term fundraiser before, outside of these ones that you've done? I know you did one that was month-long-ish, and now you're doing one that's 3 days. Have you thought about doing one that was like a whole year with higher goals and higher milestones and whatnot?
So actually, the one in March was only 2 days.
Was it? I thought it
It
was
was
longer.
only 2 days. It was only Saturday and Sunday.
Shit,
That
I
was
felt
only
longer.
2 days. I did it on the day of giving, in the month of giving. I made sure that it all coincided and it was easier to market and get the name out there. And then I also posted it on Facebook because at the time Facebook was matching donations. So I was trying to like double dip and it worked. But that's where a lot of the research of when you fundraise, what you fundraise for takes place. Um, yes, I would love to do like a month-long one. That would probably be one of my next kind of avenues that I try to travel down. But for the time being, the planning that kind of goes into what we're just doing this weekend, that's almost 48 hours of streaming, and it takes a lot. So essentially, you would have to think of it as like a subathon or something along those lines because you want to keep the engagement. And that's kind of why I've kept the long-term kind of stuff in to the side. Direct impact and kind of quick hitting has been kind of the niche for fundraising as we've seen through this platform.
Welcome in, Hydro. Thank you for the resub. So Mega asked a question, but he wants to answer when he gets back. So I'm assuming he's driving home from work or has to step away for a minute. So when he gets back, we will have him re-ask the question because it'll probably be lost in chat.
I read it. I'll be ready.
Okay. Okay. So when he comes back, you will have to answer that one.
Sounds good.
That's kind of crazy, Wreck Rod. I mean, I shaved my head and oh, he's back. Okay. I thought it was gonna be longer than that. So, do you guys do anything with Wounded Warrior Project?
I'll be blatantly honest. No. Short, sweet, simple.
What is the reasoning?
uh, the whole Under Armour Wounded Warrior program scandal, or scandal if that's what you want to call it, that put a really bad taste in my mouth. for their kind of approach to the fundraising on the apparel. With that CEO using those funds to lavish parties and everything along those lines. The prices of the t-shirts just for the WWP that was on it, I think they were like $34.99 was the average. Only $2.11 from that t-shirt actually made it to Wounded Warrior Project. So ever since then, it's just been no. They may have changed. I do know they're under like new management, but it's ever since then, it's been I can't do it.
Okay.
Fair.
Yeah, that
So
was back in like 2010, 11.
I remember something about it. Let me ask you this. You are much bigger into this than I have, and I know you've done more research on these companies and programs than I have, for sure. Are there any other organizations out there that claim to be benefiting veterans that are not doing what they tell everybody they're doing?
Yes. We'll discuss that offline.
Okay, or
Okay.
so you don't want to tell anybody something that we should avoid?
Uh, everybody's gonna have their own opinions, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am a cold-hearted believer in factual evidence and seeing actual change and actual implementation and numbers and everything that goes along with it. I do research as my job. I am working on my doctorate in quantitative qualitative behavioral research. Like that's what I enjoy. Like every these are all psych books. These are all notebooks filled with behavioral information. I have the DSM. I have all the whole nine yards. Like cognitive brain functioning and behavioral analysis is my thing. And doing research and seeing everything that I have seen and the impacts that this stuff actually does has kind of stirred me away from certain ones. But like I said, I'd rather prove and show the information rather than just discuss it.
Okay, fair enough. Mega asks. Oh, sorry, we have an ad, so we will ask this question when everybody gets back from the ad. But just so y'all know, Mega had asked, are there any fundraisers listed in Twitch's stuff that are worth doing? That
Oh,
will
there's
be
a
over in
lot.
about 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so okay, he's more talking about veteran focused ones supported by Twitch. Are there any veteran focused ones supported by Twitch that you would recommend doing fundraising wise?
So there's one that I really like that's probably going to be one of my next ones. I'm not exactly sure if they are through the Twitch like charity tab on like our creator dashboards. Not sure if they're there, but it's the Canines for Warriors. They're focused on the service animals for veterans with PTSD. That's going to be one of my next ones because I know how important having an animal and a companion is. Uh, my knucklehead over here, Moose, is a prime
Mhm.
example. Like I live on my own, and it's just it's a huge help. And that's going to be one of my next ones. Or if you look into the Hero Company, they also on their website have a lot of different service animals for PTSD veterans on their site as well. There's I'll actually pull it up really quick if you bear with me one moment, because I don't want to get the name of it wrong.
Okay. I just while he's looking that up, I just want to say we all love Moose and we should get a good image of him on screen for everybody.
All right, I'll pull them over here in a moment.
He's a
What,
good
Martini?
dog.
Are they catching up? I told you they've been doing better in the third period lately. I don't think they're going to be able to pull it off, unfortunately, but at least they're making a comeback.
Kenny said, "Don't worry about what they be doing."
It's 5. It's 5-3.
Yeah, they were down 5-0 at the start of the third.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. I saw. Lightning won.
Yeah, that's kind of a given, though. They've
No,
had
it's
a good
not.
team for the last few years. They've had a pretty good team.
The best part of our team is out, but he is
Who's
practicing now.
who's that? Stammy?
Vasilevsky,
Pass.
Ah,
Mm.
the goalie.
honestly, I
Well,
thought he got traded because I hadn't seen him.
Nah, he had back surgery.
mhm.
Gotcha.
All right.
And then there's the
Why?
Panthers. You know, the team that just went to the Stanley Cup Finals last year. Yeah, that's right.
And failed to a very new team? Yeah. Come at me again?
Lipstick burn.
Talking about Vegas, who's been built to win since they came into the league.
Yeah, don't get me started on Vegas. I really don't like them. I don't like the way they took advantage of the expansion draft. Don't get me wrong, I know they did it all within the rules, but I think it
Their
was the
team
wrong way
has
to
an
do it.
all-star. They have an all-star team playing against an injured team. Our team is not even back from the finals.
All right. Why did they move? They moved a lot of their stuff around on the website. It's been a while since I've been on it. I'm sorry.
All good.
I just know that they're very high up on my list to want to fundraise for.
That's cool, Rick Rod. Good song.
That's very bright.
Yeah, Rhino's face lit up. I think that's the brightest I've seen his room.
Right.
That's very bright.
Uh, so, Bo, while he's looking that up, is there anything you would like to add to the conversations we've had tonight, or anything you'd like to put out there for anybody to know?
Um, as far as
Fundraising, Twitch, any of it.
as far as the fundraiser, I'm super excited to get started on this being my first fundraising event. Like I said, like I we have been putting this together for shoot almost 5 6 months. So the fact that it's finally here is just super exciting. Um and then I don't know, it's just a sense of like accomplishment that we've put like such a I don't know, for me it's just we've put like a great event. Like I'm retired from the army, so have finding stuff to have purpose and finding ways to feel accomplished in day-to-day things is harder when you're retired. And streaming has helped a lot. And then putting on an event like this is just way more fulfilling because then not only are you putting together such a huge event, but you have the potential to not only to change somebody's life or to change a bunch of people's lives. So it's exciting. Like it's the easy. I feel like Christmas is gonna be this weekend. So like I can't sleep. So I'm like I feel like I'm drinking like a tub of freshen up. And I just can't go to sleep. Like I'm like ready. And the fact that I get to do it with somebody that I spent like majority of my days with, it's super exciting. So I seriously just can't wait.
Yeah,
I
for
like the
for me,
enthusiasm.
uh, I'll kind of reiterate exactly what he's saying. Like RJ, you know me well enough. Martini will admit it as well. I put so much pressure on myself when it comes to these things, and having Bo and Jess in my corner on a daily basis to answer a question or kind of steer me back to normalcy is it's been it's made this so much easier than I can even imagine. It's very refreshing to have so many amazing individuals in my corner. You responded to my Discord message about trying to help get this information out within minutes, and then giving us the opportunity to even be here. Like it's the things that a lot of people take for granted. Those quick messages, those even when I was going through all my health stuff, you shot me a quick message like, hey, haven't seen you, what's going on? Like, a lot of people take it for granted and don't realize how close these communities actually are, and the relationships that we build from them. So to be able to do this, it's exactly the same. I'm so excited, and yes, there is a lot of pressure to want to be amazing, to do everything we can. But like I said, having both Jess and Bo is a huge relief in this whole planning process, and then putting it into place. And then I also want to say I DM'd you, I believe, 4 links to organizations that I've done some research on that I would like to do some fundraising for as well in the future.
Okay, and I will definitely share those with Mega since he was asking. I would definitely want to look into them myself as well. And at some point in the future, I would like to be able to collaborate with you with some of this because it is for an amazing cause and it is something that I feel like I should be doing and haven't yet, and I want to slap myself for not doing it yet.
No, it's not even that. You were there day 1 through day 38 of my event. So it's in March. Like, you helped me stop, like, and that's the biggest thing, like, that I always reflect on a lot. I reflect on a lot. I'm old. You can tell by the salt and pepper. Like, I am old. I reflect a lot. My daughter's growing up. She doesn't want to hang out with me as much. So it's like one of those things, like, I always think back of who's always had my back, who's wanted to hang out, who's taken that time out of everything that they do, their time. And without a hesitation, I got botted. I got view botted in the middle of a raid, and RJ jumped right in, and Bigfoot and Jess, they all just swooped in, stopped all the view botting, stopped everything else. I can't even explain what happened because I have no idea. But RJ did it, and it was over, and it was done, and it was back to normal. Like, those types of interactions and people, you never forget. You never forget who's always by your side, and you think you haven't done a fundraiser, bro. You were a huge part of the last one. So it's like
Honestly,
one
I
of those
forgot about
things
the
that
view bots.
yeah, a lot of people don't realize what impact they have just by being a viewer, just by interacting. So like that's the big thing. Like, nothing is ever taken for granted, and it will be reflected on, especially by me, because I analyze everything. If you haven't noticed.
All right. So we got about 20 minutes left. I want to ask y'all one more Twitch-related question to each of you. For somebody just starting out on this platform, what is your biggest piece of advice to them?
I tell this to everybody who asks me for advice. Have fun. If you're coming on this platform to make money, get rich, or be the most famous or doing it, you're doing it for the wrong reason already. If you go to people's streams for follow to follow, sub to sub, you're doing it for the wrong reason. When you click start streaming, whatever you're doing, do it to have fun. And I swear to you, do it to have fun. Close all your other tabs. The only thing that you should be doing is playing the game and looking at your chat. And when people come into your stream, greet them like it's the first time you've seen them in months. And I swear to you, your community will grow and people will love to come into your stream and have fun. Um, Ever since I've done that, my mindset has, my community has grown, and I literally just have fun. Like that's what I do. There's a streamer that I've ran into a couple months ago, Doc Money. The guy doesn't even have a starting soon screen. He just starts and just blah 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 and just goes. He legit just has fun. and just kicks it with the homies. That's what he calls everybody who comes into the chat, the homies. And that perspective for me changed my whole outlook on streaming. So I tell everybody, just have fun. Let all that other stuff that you may want, partner, whatever that your goals that you may have, it's gonna come with time. But for the meantime, have fun.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can't even analyze that, Mega. You are not shaking it fast enough, buddy. Ain't
Right.
enough wiggle to that jiggle. But no, for me, it's don't care about numbers. Like turn the numbers off. No matter what they are, just turn them off. You're just starting. Don't worry about the emails that you get like this is happening and you got don't worry about that. That's gonna lead you down a dark path that you just don't want to be down. If you turn that viewership number off and once you see that check mark for path to affiliate or whatever it is, path to partner, that's going to give you such a satisfaction that you cannot get rid of. It's the accomplishment and exactly what Bo says. Just have fun. Turn those off and just have fun. Interact. I I constantly have that battle still. Like I don't have my numbers on. I don't see anything when it comes to any of that. I just do.
Yeah, I don't have the numbers on at all. I even turned WiseBot off because it was giving me updates after I told it to stop. And as far as viewer count and stuff, I didn't want that, so I turned that shit off. I don't know how many people are here. I know how many people have been chatting. I don't know how many people are just sitting back like Rhino does just about every time I'm fucking live and lurks. I'd like it if those people would say hi just so I know they swung in.
Yeah, but see, if I do that, how am I going to talk my mess and troll when you miss a goal or you score on yourself or something? Like, I got to remember that stuff and then use it against you down the road.
You can say hi towards the end of the stream, and then I at least knew you were there. I don't know how long you've been there, but I knew you were there. There you go.
I used to feel that way about lurkers too. And then like my situation, I'm a dad. So sometimes I'll throw somebody up and then I wanna talk. And then my son will be an asshole in the other room. So I'm like, motherfucker. So right before I get to say what's up to you, I'm like, hey, what's up? And then it's worse when I'm like, hey, what's up? And then leave for 20 minutes. Because then you're like, this asshole said what's up and left. Didn't
No,
say anything else.
not
So
at
then I'm
all.
like, ah.
See,
So
to
I'd
me,
rather be like, I'd rather lurk, take care of my son, come back, and then if I have the time, then be like, hey, what's up, man? How was your day? Whatever. Because to me, I kind of see it like how I would want to see it. So lurkers don't bother me no more. I see it like that. Sometimes life happens.
yeah, I'm not saying that
And
lurkers bother me. I'm sorry to cut you off there, Rhino.
no, you're good.
But I would like to know those who come in and enjoy the content to at least say hi, so I know you were there at some point. I'm not asking to come in and have a whole conversation with me, Bo, with the fucking emotes. But just let me know you were there, so I know you were there at some point. That's all I ask.
So
If you
for me,
come,
I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the time, like when you are streaming RJ, like we kind of intertwine with our live times, right?
mm-hmm.
So I don't want to just be like say hi and not hear you because I like to interact even if I'm not streaming with the person who is streaming, even though majority of the time I'm trolling. I like the interaction because I like the connection. I like to know what's going on. I like to like if something happened in your life a week down the road from you got a promotion or you just got a job, I want to be able to come back and be like, "Hey, how is your new job? How are you liking the promotion?" Like if you're building something, I want to ask you how it's going. Like I want to be engaged in
Mm.
what we're talking about. And that's kind of why like even like when you're streaming or the Saturday nights, quite often when Grim and Mega are doing the podcast. I
Mm-hmm.
have it up. I'm listening, but I'm like gaming with Jess, or during every other Saturday, every other weekend, I have my daughter, so it's
Right.
just kind of there, and I'm listening when I can, and I'll jump in and I'll say some stuff every once in a while, but majority of the time, I like to listen. It's Rocket League, prime example. Never played it. Scares the hell out of me because I'm gonna suck. So I like to watch. I like to just sit back and take it all in, like the entertainment. Like that's what I find so great about Twitch and these streaming platforms. Like I can sit there, even with the 3 minutes of ads or whatever you want to call it within an hour, like getting free entertainment, and I'm hanging out with my friends. It, I, it's pretty good.
Fair enough.
Shut your face, Jess.
It
There
is
is
kind of
something
funny.
I'll say.
Good.
Well, I've had some people who have worked in some of the streams like that I've played story games, and they'll message me after to be like, "Oh, I was looking because the content was just great. I didn't feel like I should be typing." And I'm like, "Fair enough." And then I relate it to like when you're watching a movie. You'd be an asshole to be talking during the movie because I yell at everybody when they're talking. I'm like, bro, if you don't shut up, try to watch something. So then it kind of clicked in my head. I'm just like, all right, well, you know, your content you're providing like a movie or something. So people just feel like they forget. They're like, it's so good that I forgot to type. My bad, man. I'm sorry. And it's like, nah, that's a compliment. Like it was so good they forgot to type. So you have to think about it like that sometimes too, and that's I think that's another hard thing on Twitch, um, is kind of thinking like that sometimes.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely get ahead of yourself and think you're not doing something well, or but like that's like when you are playing Rocket League, RJ, prime example. I like hearing your interaction with your teammates when you are running with people and you're not just dropping in, because y'all are trolling each other. You're talking your mess, and you guys are still just having like you're having fun. Like let's be honest, you're having fun, even though it's misery and you hate yourself. You're still having fun.
It's not so much misery. I get more pissed off at my own fuck ups than I do anything else.
Yeah, but
I
see,
gotta say,
that's sports though, but it's very entertaining. So like, I don't want to come in and say something random that's completely off topic of what you guys were doing, because now one of you or all of you are going to be muted because you can answer that question. Or and being a streamer, that's like one of the things that goes through my head. Like I gotta mute because I gotta talk to chat. Like
Have
that's
nothing gets more random than Grim screaming at somebody that he's gonna buy them a cat and shit in their litter box, so you're fine.
he
I'm
probably will
just
do it.
saying.
He'll probably do it.
He probably would.
He won't
Nothing
even he
gets
won't
more
even like
random.
swipe it or whatever.
Well, it also can't get any more random than Deranged Angel, who pops up whenever she feels like it and drops the most weird innuendo she can.
Absolutely.
I mean, but that's what makes communities great. You know,
Mhm.
you right off the top of your head, you know what somebody's gonna do, and I heard you guys talking about my lurking. Like, I do it because it's what I do, and
Yep.
I'll interact and but that's the thing, like that makes this so great as well, is you are providing the entertainment, and no matter what's going on, the people that are in it, and that connection, that personal connection and understanding, is what makes everything so kind of special.
Yeah, I agree with you. Sorry, I got an at notification. I was just scrolling to see what it was. But I greatly appreciate y'all coming on tonight. We got about 12 minutes left. In that time, would the two of you like to look around to see who's live on Twitch that you think deserves the love tonight?
Let's
Jackasses.
see. Oh, that RJ guy is on.
Yeah, well, he's gonna be reading out in 11 minutes.
I'll I'll let Bo pick.
I gotta pick. I knew
Yeah,
it.
I'm
Man.
gonna put all the onus on you
Why? Why me?
because I think you know the one that I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah. Then yeah, of course. I got somebody.
All right, you can either DM it to me or put it in chat, and we will read it out to them when we're done, as long as they're still alive.
Okay.
Um,
RJ, I have to ask you a question, sir.
all right, shoot, have at it.
What is the reasoning for you on the purple?
I'll be honest with you, I did it in the beginning because I was playing games and I was getting bored of playing the same games all the time with the same people, and I wanted to branch out some. And I also felt like me sharing my gameplay because there are a couple games that I was doing really well in, which I don't have them on PC because they're not cross save, and I don't want to fucking go through and redo everything I did. But I wanted to be able to share some of the knowledge I had in some games and experience some new games and meet more people and have fun with it. And as far as why I'm still on it, because I figured that's probably going to be your next question because I asked y'all it. I'm still on it because of the community I have built and become a part of has been so supportive of me, and I've been able to support others in ways more than gaming or just supporting them on the platform, and it makes me feel like I am doing more as a human being to make other people's lives better.
All right, I got another one.
Night.
So, in your journey of streaming thus far, what do you think has been your high point and what has been your low point, and how did you get out of that low point?
So the low point was actually when I was pushing for affiliate because I was in with a very, very small group. And even though I supported the hell out of them, they barely supported me. How I got out of that? I quit supporting them and just started branching out. And don't get me wrong, there's one out of that group that I still support. He's a real life friend, and I'm going to support him no matter what. He pops in when he can. Um, but the rest of them, they claim to want to help me, and they never did. I mean, I was dropping money on them, I was spending a lot of time on them, and I was not getting anything at all back. Not time, not advice to get better, nothing. So I just kind of said screw it and started branching out a little bit more, and then all of a sudden I had my affiliate. My high point, honestly, has been this podcast. Not this specific one, don't get me wrong, you two are phenomenal. But getting into the podcast scene and doing these interviews every week and getting to know more people, getting to learn more about the people that I watch and interact with on Twitch. It is an eye opener from an interviewer standpoint. It it's hard to describe outside of just being a lot of fun and educational at the same time. I've got one of those brains that works faster than anything else on my goddamn body, so I will stumble over my words. I write sloppy as fuck. I'll fuck something up when I'm working on a car because my brain's moving 10 steps ahead, and I have to go back and take apart 5 things to put something back together because I forgot it. So being able to intellectually challenge myself is phenomenal for me. So that's why I like this kind of thing.
I'll call him out on the handwriting. He looks like a 5-year-old's handwriting. I'll call him out.
Bo's got some chicken scratch.
If it's not all capitals, even then it looks
That's boot camp.
young.
That's
I'll
boot
put it
camp.
that way.
Yeah, it's got to be all caps. If you write in anything other than all caps, you're wrong.
See, he doesn't always write in all caps, but when he doesn't write in all caps, you can't read it.
I only write in all caps.
You cannot make it out. It's great.
I only
My
write in
son-
all caps.
Me and my son's handwriting looks about the same, and he's 4.
See?
My
Not good.
my brain works so much faster than my hand that my hand's trying to catch up and it just gets sloppy as fuck. The more I have to write, the worse it looks.
I just tell people I was a doctor in my past life.
It works.
It just carried over.
Studies have actually been done that say that the more intelligent and the faster your brain works, the worse your handwriting is.
You trying to say something?
As
He's
often as
smart.
your brain gets goddamn distracted, your brain doesn't work fast enough on one thing because it's worried about too many other things. That's why you have to slow down and focus. That's why your handwriting looks so much better.
Probably.
I'd stick to that story too.
Any last minute questions for our interviewees or me from anybody or Mercy? Good try, Diesel. I turned that fucking notification off, but because it's channel points, it automatically comes through. I'm sorry.
Oh, how was y'all's last adventure on Ark?
Oh god, we haven't
Ark's
played
been a
Ark in
hot minute.
forever.
Ark's been a
I'm a
hot minute.
knower.
I want to get back into
Um,
Ark.
Are you guys gonna look into the new one that's coming out?
Arc 2 or Arc Ascended that's already dropped?
Yeah, that one.
I want Ark Ascended.
I'd love to get it, but nobody that plays it with me has a PC capable of running it.
My PC would just burn up. My graphics card is not good enough.
And I
I
don't
was
see
gonna
the
say
spin.
he gave you the old power supply.
No, it's a laptop.
No, hers is a laptop right now because she was going back and forth between houses.
Yeah,
So a laptop was more
it made sense.
economical at the time than building two separate PCs for her. So now that she's here full time, we're going to start saving up to build her an actual PC, and then we'll be able to do more like that. I'll get to that in just a second, Rekrod. But if I can't play it with somebody, I'm not going to spend the money on Ark Ascended.
No.
Simple
The
as that.
graphics are beautiful.
Yeah, I've only seen the trailers. I've
The
still never
physics?
played the original Ark, so.
Rhino.
We were trying
I'm
to
a
get you in
horrible
on that
gamer,
at some
I
point.
know.
Rhino.
You put me
Rekrod's
in that category too.
asked, what advice can you give to somebody who wants to get into fundraising on Twitch?
Have fun with it. Like, we literally came up with stuff we know people will enjoy because we can't stand it. It's you just gotta be able to at least step out of your comfort zone a little bit. But just try to have fun. Know your cause and be able to speak about it relevantly. And the ones that are the closest to your heart are going to be the ones that you're going to be able to do the best for. And just remember what you're doing it for. It's not necessarily for the money. Yes, it's a great thing to get on the side, but it's the awareness and bringing more eyes to that organization, to that fundraiser, whatever it may be. That's going to be your biggest key. And that was always told to me very early on in these endeavors, working with Helipar Military Heroes. They've been around for a while. They're just not a bigger organization, but they get a lot of funding from the Paul Newman Foundation. So it's just one of those things, like, just be comfortable and have fun.
I
Yeah,
love
when
it.
you start doing your fundraising, know your community, know what they like to see, which might not be what you like to do.
Scary games.
Yeah, for me, it's scary games. That might be stepping out of your comfort zone, but when you do choose your fundraiser, like you said, choose something that you could be very passionate about fundraising for. Um, and if you have questions along the way, me, Rhino, we're always here. We're a DM away. That goes for anybody here. Whether it's streaming, fundraising, whatever it is, DM away. Be more than happy to set some time aside to help you with anything. It doesn't matter what it is. So
All
Yeah,
right.
exactly that. Like,
Bo, did you DM me that name? Because we're getting about to that point for the raid.
I whispered it to I whispered it to you.
Oh, okay. I don't have Twitch open. My internet's not good enough to have
I
Twitch
got you.
open. I just run OBS.
Here,
All right.
I'll put it.
So what I'll do is I will pull him up on the phone, so I'm in there when the raid goes through, and then I'll pull him up on the PC. I'm sorry.
yeah, I do want to thank you guys again. It's
Oh
been an
yeah,
amazing time, and thank you all to RJ's community for spending your time with him, and allowing us to talk your ears off on nonsense. It's very greatly appreciated, and thank you so much.
It's
yeah.
not
Huge
just my
thank you,
community, guys. This
RJ. I
is
appreciate
the
it.
Reaper Central community, and honestly, I hit a gold mine when I met Mr. Graham. Um, and the community's been amazing to me and everybody that I support. So I can't call them my community. It's a community of communities. But we greatly appreciate y'all coming on here. It means the world that we are able to help you in this, and it means a lot to share what you're doing and who you are.
Thank you.
Just a doer. He's the famous one.
I am not famous.
It was good seeing you too, Zach.
I am not famous.
11 Jeeps, custom Italian marble countertops. Famous.
I don't have my own mini fridge, okay? Nor do I have an
Oh.
energy drink sponsor. All
I don't
right,
know what you're talking about.
not famous.
Alright, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the interview and the time tonight. If anybody who is lurking can refresh their tabs for the raid, I would greatly appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and send this raid over to Doc Money 7 off of Bo Might Know's recommendation. It looks like he's playing GTA. Y'all have a great rest of your night, and we'll catch you next time. While that raid goes through, thank y'all all again. It is always fun having people in here hanging out, and it means the world that y'all are willing to come on and talk about yourselves, not only your event coming up.